Some of the conversations we have as men is, will she take our last name?
Oh, don't get me started.
Oh, let's
start.
As soon as you said you had it your whole life, I was like, there's been a problem. There has been a problem.
Why does a woman need to take a man's name?
How have you find yourself as a person, like now that you know all that you know?
It's quite hard now. I do know a lot, but in a way, do you know, that makes me really...
Intimidating. Yeah.
It actually makes me really easygoing.
Yeah?
I understand there's got to be an acceptance. I'm really good at talking about stuff.
Yeah, see?
So-
it reminds me of those people that know that I could kill everyone in this room if I wanted to. But I'm choosing not to. I'm sparing you.
Are you challenging me? You wanna go, bro?
I won't lie, I look. It's been a long time.
What's happening, single people? Doesn't feel so nice to be called single, innit? Alone, loners, lonely, the loners. It's not nice. Why do you want to be alone? Listen, it's another Monday morning, man, and we're still giving away a trip to the Seychelles. So what I need you to do is open the description box and click the link in the description to get your raffle, to enter the raffle of the giveaway to the Seychelles. We've done 4 giveaways before: Tokyo, Brazil, Jamaica, and Greece. It's you +1 flight and hotel. No, it's not all expenses paid. We're not giving you spending money, that's on you. All you have to do is tell your manager, I need the week off.
That's it.
Yeah, and we're still beefing managers. We don't want no summer OKRs. If they haven't given you a promotion, apply for another job via LinkedIn and get out of there. You'll get a pay rise more than what they'll give you internally. External movement is the greatest. But that doesn't mean you should leave your current partner because the grass isn't greener on the outside.
External movement.
Yeah, you understand. Say no more. Let's dive right in. Unless there's any other PSAs.
I want to talk about memberships anyway. Listen, we are at the stage where we're making merch. We're doing all of these different things for our members, all right? What you said?
No, go on.
What happened?
No, just go on.
Okay, all right, cool. Hey, how could that be on me?
It's slightly on him.
Yeah, bro.
He was off from
Sound
the
check.
beginning.
Did we do a sound check?
No.
I don't think so, did we, Manny?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. It's not on me, is it? Not on me?
Yes. Okay, cool.
You're
good.
We sound checked now. We sound checked, yeah?
Oh yeah, everybody's good. I'm just good, man.
Are you
Okay,
sure?
we're all good, yeah? All right, cool.
We're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, you will.
We're gonna have the managers meeting after. Call him into the office.
That is in there as well. But listen, members, there's merch coming. We're out here sampling and all that kind of stuff. Also, we've been going to different events with the members as well. So they got a chance to go to watch the Champions League final at Arsenal. That was sold out, but we managed to get them in. Of course, if you're a Liverpool fan, there might be stuff for you next season as well.
will be.
F1, all this kind of stuff. But in general, the community is amazing. Shout out to the members. There's different tiers, so make sure you just click join and see which one you can afford. But it is affordable and it's worth it. All right?
Yeah.
Now, I know some of you have probably already seen the icebreaker we had with Karen here. But what we're gonna do is still dive deep into the origins of where Karen's from and how she got to where she is today. And then we're gonna dive into everything that needs to be dove into. So, Miss Karen.
Thank you.
Are you Mrs. Miss?
MS, please.
MS. What does that mean?
MS. It means I'm me, Karen. I'm not anybody else. I'm independent.
Okay.
I'm independent. Yeah.
Say no more.
And I've said it. I've had it all my life. MS Karen Doherty. So it didn't matter if I was married or not married. It's MS Karen Doherty.
How does those? 'Cause obviously-
Interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, some of the conversations we have as men is, will she take our last name?
Oh, don't get me started.
Oh, let's
Yeah,
start.
let's start.
Start.
As soon as you said you had it your whole life, I was like, there's been a problem. There has been a problem.
Why does a woman need to take a man's name?
It's just
just
tradition.
tradition.
That's what we are born.
Okay, all right.
Since when is tradition not to be questioned?
Yes, it should be questioned.
I don't always like when
I'll-
it's questioned.
I'll give you.
don't
Not all the time. Sometimes it can be questioned.
Yeah,
Other times it's like
dowry. Let's question.
no. Okay, yeah. Let's
question that one. We have to rule that one out.
Depends. I got a daughter.
Stop it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dowry's
Yeah.
when like you have to pay for.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I
but
know
you know,
dowry is.
dowry's not supposed to go to you.
Who's it go to?
It's supposed to go to like some elders back somewhere
I
else.
am the elders.
Not yet.
I'm someone's elder. What's going on here? Tim, what's the tradition you hate again? It's not dowry, it was something else. But, greeting people, greeting elders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
greeting
The ballet.
elders.
Yeah.
Showing respect for elders.
Yeah.
Elders. I'm not.
I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it either. There's got to be. It's fine lines here, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I actually quite like boundaries, rules, traditions. I like them, but they've got to be questioned in the light of change, in the light of movement, haven't they? They've got to be questioned.
Yeah.
You
So-
can't just stick to them.
So to clear it up, because I don't hate greeting, I think it's who you're greeting. So I don't believe that you should just pay somebody respect just because they're older than you. I believe on face value, we should be respectful to each other. And I don't mind if, okay, cool, if our tradition is to bow to somebody,
Yeah.
that's fine. But if you're an abusive person, you're a person that's not nice, I'm not bowing to you anymore.
So already it's mixed up. Isn't
Right.
It? Already
But
you're not.
tradition will say
sticking to
that
tradition.
person is your uncle
That's
or
right.
your dad.
That's right.
So you need to always show him respect.
Absolutely.
I don't believe in that.
Regardless of whether they've earned the respect.
Right,
That's the
right.
problem.
So
They
we
have
can
to
start
earn
from
the
respect. I don't mind that. That's fine.
Well,
Let's
you can
assume
be
respect.
respectful, but
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to demonstrate respect in such
Yes.
a public way
No.
or feel as if you are, counting yourself in there and not questioning it.
Right.
I don't like it when people agree. The agreeing, it hurts my head sometimes.
Would you
Why?
disagree
Just
with?
hearing, yeah.
Yeah, what do you disagree
Let's
with?
argue.
But do you disagree though?
Yeah, see now look, we've got something here.
Agreeing
It stresses me out.
agreeing with,
Just to each
Anything.
other.
oh my God. I'm in for a right
Yeah,
there,
you
aren't
are.
I? Oh
You
my
really are.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I didn't say anything, everyone would have just agreed and
And we
would
could
have
move on.
Yeah. We can move on. Because you tried to set me up with I hate agreeing. You tried to set me up.
trying to set
I
you
never
up,
said I
yeah.
hate greeting.
You didn't say that.
I
you
never
didn't
said
say
that.
Because-
I want to know
Do you know what it is?
Go on.
It's too easy to just throw an extreme point out there and now we just have to agree with it on the sense that, oh, what if he's abusive? Oh, of course if he's abusive, we're not going to...
Yeah.
It's just easy. It's the
Yeah.
end of it.
No. I think there's people out there still greeting who they don't like.
That's right, of course.
Forget about abuse.
Of course.
Forget about abuse because
Yeah.
that is extreme.
People-
But there's people that you don't like
There's
and you're
people
greeting them.
not questioning the tradition. That's what's happening. They're not questioning it. They're not challenging it, which must go against your grain. Actually, they're not challenging it. They're not saying, actually, I'm not going. I don't agree with you, so I'm not going to
Do
respect.
you know what it is? I don't want if I start a tradition, I don't want the next generation to get rid of it that quickly. At least let it run
Not that quickly.
4 or 5 generations. Or
But this one's been.
you just
it's
threw out
been
my
long
stuff.
enough.
It's been forever.
Yeah.
just saying hello to someone that's older than you respectfully is like...
No, it's the go to the
That's
floor and
I
bow.
want someone to bow to me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think they
Stop.
should.
It's not on I'm a
Stop.
king, it's just I've earned my stripes now.
Yeah.
There.
You've done the bowing.
How when I get to the top, everyone
have
stops
not
bowing?
earned your stripes
I've earned
yet.
my stripes.
No way.
Yeah, it's true. What stripes have you
got
had?
a few years ago before.
Yeah,
you
it's
got
true.
your stripes.
So we can't get rid of it yet. This is the thing.
Need
How
to
we
go
get
through some
rid of
sort of
it? How
struggle.
we get rid of it when I'm an adult? It's crazy.
Wait till after me, baby.
That's how we have a vicious cycle. Everyone's like, nope, we're not stopping this.
We're not
Nope.
stopping it. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Right.
But people have got to question things, haven't they?
Yeah.
As you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
So when you ask me about my name, why do I have to align myself? Why do I have to? Why does somebody else have to own me? And that's where it all came from. It came from ownership.
It's patriarchal. I hear that. Now, what I would challenge is that, okay, cool. If like women get the ring, we both get rings, but
both get rings.
We both get rings. However, we know whose ring looks better. We know whose ring looks better.
Yeah, we do,
we've
we
got
do,
a
we
ring,
do.
and you guys got this whole. You guys get 2 sometimes.
Yeah.
Like most of the time.
All the time.
And an upgrade.
Yeah,
After 20
exactly,
years.
exactly. So a lot of the well, with me, let me speak for me. I felt like, okay, I know that proposing to you is the thing that a man is gonna do. I know that giving you this ring, that's my, that's me showing I'm committing to you.
Yeah.
My thoughts is, the name is what I get. Do you know what I'm saying? That was the
So
exchange.
it's very transactional, if I may say. So
It
where's
is.
the love?
It
Where's
is.
the love? Where's the love?
No. The love was there before I bought the ring. Where's the love now that I need to buy a ring? All right, Haribo Star Mix.
Yeah, exactly.
Take your pick.
You get a new one every week. No problem.
Whatever you want. So to me, that's what I thought was the exchange. I understand there's patriarchal history to it, but I thought, all right, the ring, we show we're committed to each other. All right, her thing is, I've already submitted to you when I've got on my knee, right?
Yeah.
That's submission.
Well,
I think it is.
okay, all right. I'm not going to argue that. Let's not get into the knee. Go on.
I was
Let's
gonna
not
say,
go there.
we're just talking about bowing to someone.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Right, so it's submission. So not saying that it's an equal submission to give your name, but that's what I thought, okay,
Oh, that's
men get
interesting.
that,
Okay.
and the women get this.
So
that's what I saw it as.
It's a transactional. It's a transactional submission.
Mm-hmm. That part is all transactional.
You're both actually giving each other something of value that you
Right.
want. And okay, so that,
Right.
right, okay.
Right.
I see it as a family thing as well, because like obviously now kids are involved. It's like we
belong
all have the
to each
same
other.
name.
Yeah.
That's where I see it from, because we've travelled, and my son at the time was the only one with my dad's surname, because I didn't have my dad's surname for years. So then
Yeah.
I've got my surname, my missus got her surname, and then my son's the only one.
Nightmare.
They're all strangers.
Could have lost one of them along the way
Yeah, exactly.
easily. Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, how do you find each other?
Whose goddamn white baby is this?
Exactly.
It's at the airport looking
Somebody
strange.
said to me, somebody was talking about actually they want a blended name. Okay?
Is that double
A
barrel?
Blended, no, not
Oh,
double
they make a
barrel.
new one.
They wanted to make a new name of both.
Like when you go on the internet, you try and figure out a new business name and you muddle up
and you muddle it up. And I
like
thought,
with
I quite
three
like that.
pillars and you just
If
slap
I
it all
remember
together.
rightly, partner wasn't so chuffed with that idea. But I thought it was a really good idea.
Yeah. The one thing that I saw on the internet which was sick was on their wedding day, they had their families compete, and whoever's family won the competition gets
Yeah,
the
yeah,
last
yeah, I've
name.
seen that.
Like,
I like
they
that.
take the
I've
last
seen
name
that.
of that.
I like
family.
that.
But it wasn't I saw it at an Indian wedding.
Yeah.
It was things like pull-ups.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was
So
that
physical
tug of
stuff.
war,
So it's
Tug of
proper
war.
competition.
proper competition, and then
that's
whoever's family
interesting.
wins, they take that last
It
name.
of course
was
you've
the
got-
guests.
you've got arranged
the wife's
marriages
guest
in
versus
that
the
as well.
husband's
Yeah.
guest.
You've got arranged marriages in there as well,
Yeah.
so that's a whole different thing on it. And I've worked with loads of arranged marriages that, actually, they do survive.
Yeah.
They do survive. It's a different attitude. It's a different approach to relationships.
I guess they must have survived because
Yeah.
the generation above had kids.
They do.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
survive.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
made
survive.
it. But there's a lot to get into. Let's do an early introduction so they know exactly who we got in the building.
Yes, indeed. 90s Baby Show. My name is Temi Alchemy,
Fred Santana.
and we got a shooter in the house. Yeah, just the cameras. Don't be concerned, Karen.
It goes by various names.
Various names. They got overseas, underseas, on God and him, on him and God. It's my nigga VP in the cut. That's a scary sight.
Yo.
And we have a professional in the place. Professional at Mario Kart.
One day.
One day.
This
It's
is
on
what-
my
this-
list now. It's on my list.
It's one of our first professionals. We've had professional
Yes,
footballers.
we have. We have.
We've had a
Professional,
doctor.
we've had professional doctors. We've had
Yes.
professional. What's that joint called? Comedians.
Yes, yes,
Nice.
yes.
Professional.
We're professionals as well.
Journalists.
So we always have professionals here. But this is the first time we have someone that is a professional within the therapy
Within the therapeutic world.
therapeutic world. And I want to make sure I'm getting it correct because you're a therapist, but is there a title before therapist?
So I'm a couple psychotherapist.
Couples,
Okay.
we got a
Couples
couple psychotherapist.
And
Wow.
relationship coach.
And relationship
so I
coach.
do both. And I trained as a couples psychotherapist, but I work differently. I work in a much more coach-like fashion these days.
Amazing.
But yeah,
Thank you.
I am real. I've got all my creds.
Yes, she's got all the credits. We've got Karen, the couples psychotherapist. Correct?
Yeah.
The couples psychotherapist. Karen.
Couples psychotherapist.
Karen Doherty.
professional.
So let's start with your origin. Where was you born? What area did
UK.
you? UK.
London.
London.
Oh, London.
Yeah, UK, London girl, yeah.
Oh.
North London, around Camden, stayed in London for a very long time and then moved down to Brighton about 20 years ago. I like Brighton now. I like Brighton. But I trained in London and opened an office in Canary Wharf. So I was in there for this neck of the woods. I was here.
It's a bit uptown though.
It was
You
right
was looking for a
uptown.
certain kind of clientele.
Definitely.
They're all messed up over there, aren't they?
They were all messed up. They were all messed up. So we opened an office there with 2 colleagues way back, a long time ago. And we only closed it just when COVID came in.
Right.
And there were 6 of us and we worked there for many years. That's where I first got interested in neurodivergence.
Right.
In Canary Wharf.
Now, I do hear about London in like the 80s. There you go.
Was it the 80s or the 90s? It was the 90s. What are you
In the
talking-
90s as well.
Yeah,
I've heard
yeah,
about
yeah,
it, but
yeah.
I hear about that whole era where you guys could get away with anything.
That's not entirely true. Well, it could be. It could be.
What were you up to?
Let's not go there. Professional in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
Professional.
I heard it was a good time though.
Yeah.
My dad, I'll speak for my dad. He was like, you could drive around no license. Absolutely fine.
It was. They were heady days, yeah. No, I didn't go to Canary Wharf until 2000. So,
Right.
but even then, you know, when we went, it really wasn't like it is now. It was
Yeah.
really different. It's weird.
Yeah.
Was it always its own little?
Yeah, always. Always its own little enclave. But it was, so around 2000, it was 2006, 2007, 2008, when the crash came, it was
Right.
It was really happening around there. And we did well. And I learned a lot there from those people.
This is interesting, right? Because your job relies on people to not be all right. Do you know what I mean?
In a way, yes.
Like if the
If
they
everybody
say
was happy, what would I be doing? Exactly.
Right,
How
you
would
don't
I
have
manage?
Everyone
job.
was agreeing,
How do I
what would I
manage?
be doing?
right.
So we have found our little niches, haven't
Yes.
we?
There you go.
Unhappiness and opposition.
Yes.
Yes. To the contrary, and is that essentially you never want your job to be done?
No, of course I want my job to be done. That's the whole point. People come in and they get better.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, but you know they say
The medicine and not the cure.
medicine and not the cure. I'd rather give you loads of pills. Okay, well, not you, but like I'd rather give you
Pfizer.
right. I'd rather give you a whole load of pills.
Rather than treat the actual issue.
Yeah.
in
Well,
reality,
that's not in my room.
Yeah.
That's
There's
not
enough
my
people in
room.
the world for you to
Yeah.
actually finish.
Yeah.
this.
There's enough people.
I wouldn't have much business if I did your job because I'd tell people to break up.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do
That's
actually.
true.
So
Yeah.
you want them to stay together.
No, that's not true.
Oh, okay.
That's not true. So when they come in, and people ask this all the time, oh, you're in the business of keeping people together. No, I'm in the business of getting people to communicate properly. And then
Yeah.
we can decide whether they want to stay together or go, okay? Because most people have lost the art of that. They've lost the art of communication. That's why they're in the room.
Yeah.
They can't talk to each other. They can't be okay with each other.
So do you still consider it a success if they break up?
If they've thought about it, I just had a text this morning from, somebody that I've worked with for a while. They've decided to break up and it's the right decision. And that's great. That's absolutely great.
I feel like, I wasted you owe me money.
They're already paid.
More. If it doesn't work out, more.
Okay. So this will tell me a lot. Actually, no. Sorry, you're gonna respond.
More because we've done the work. and
it
you're
didn't
giving up.
work. It didn't work. It didn't
You
work.
did the work and
because
it didn't
there
work.
are some couples that it's gone too far.
Yeah.
See,
Okay, sliding doors. They've just missed each other too many times, and they can't come back. It's rare.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's rare.
So would you say that you could see it when they walk in?
No.
You can't.
No, you can't see it
you
when they
can't
walk
see
in.
it.
And I think that would be a really negative thing for me to call, because that's not my job. My job is to open it all up. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You get it all out, all the pieces out, and then you just see how they fit together or not.
Yeah.
There's one day you go home and say,
Yeah.
They're done tomorrow.
There's a big missing piece right in the middle. That one's not good. Yeah.
So they ain't gonna make it, Mr. Carter.
But it's not always a bad thing. If people have done the work and they know, actually, we did our best. That's cool.
So let's say, how do you get to this point? So you start in primary school, and what's your interest there? Like, could you look back and say, like there was a point in school
Oh
where...
no. My first life was in business. I was in business, and then I went into therapy. Second career, which is not unusual for therapists.
Because you've experienced some stuff. Seen some
now
stuff.
people go in much earlier, but it's not unusual. So I'd done my first sort of business, and then I went into this. I really liked it. Wasn't quite sure. Thought I might go into mediation, or not sure. And then I did a couple therapy intro at the Tavistock, and I just loved it. That was it. I was in. I was hooked, and have been ever since.
Wow.
So
I never work with individuals now. I only ever work with two people and a couple.
I like that
Oh, that's
because you get
nice.
two sides of the story right there.
I
and
never work. It's always that's my job is two
Yeah.
people, not individuals.
I'll tell you it's her fault if she's not there.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
tell you, it's not me.
Well, that's the point.
It's not me.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really cool dynamic because you can't lie. If you're in personal therapy, you can really basically say what you like, can't you?
yeah, I want her. If my wife was to want to do it, I say go alone first.
No.
Then I'd go, and then I'll be like, tell me what she says, so I can tell you where she's lying.
All wrong. All wrong. You come in together and have to face the music together.
Yeah, but it's still he said, she said. Like, how do you decipher where the truth lies, basically?
There's no truth. Everybody's got a different truth, all right? It's working out which one, how you get somewhere in the middle that is relatively real.
The issue is memory.
That's
It's the recollection of the
Yeah.
incident that only God will show us when we're up there. And that's what happened.
It's so true. But people, that people remember the same things so differently.
Completely
Completely differently.
Yeah,
And
the words, how it was delivered.
Yeah,
and
but
people fill in
have
gaps.
Different brains.
Yeah.
So they process information differently, and they feel and experience information differently. And that's half of the problem, is that one person will assume that... Very often couples come in and they assume that they're the same, right? Because they're married and they're together. You just assume you're the same. Well, you're not. You're still different.
Yeah.
And so the assumption that somebody's just going to agree with you, or that's what we do, or that gets really skewed in a couple. And
So we should never argue about something that happened.
What do you mean?
We shouldn't argue about the past because we don't remember it well. We should only argue about what's
the
happened.
problem with the past, I don't like the past very much because it gets skewed. But the problem is sometimes people can't let go of something.
Yeah.
They can't let go of it. It's turned into a huge resentment, and it keeps coming up every time.
Who can't let go most based on your experience? Men or women?
Both. Both.
Cop
They
out.
are as bad as each other. They are as bad as each other. I know you want me to say women, and it's not true.
Come on, Kay.
It is not true. Okay? It is not true.
Come on.
Men have elephantine memories sometimes, absolutely elephantine, and can quote something from way back and absolutely blindside their partners. What?
I wish I had that, I'll be honest.
You're
I wish.
You can't
No,
do
I
that.
haven't.
My memory's not good enough.
Yeah, she has
You know
it.
what
That's
it
the
is?
problem.
At the time, we let go of it, but seeing as we're bringing up old shit,
Here it comes. So I have got a bit of a rule about this. I don't really like. I work in the present because most people who come in are in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, most people are in trouble.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
It's not helpful. It's not helpful to go, well, let's see, come on, how are you fighting? What are you fighting about? What are the themes? Because they're always going to be the same.
Yeah.
How do you fight? There's patterns. You're going to follow a pattern.
Yeah.
Let's break the pattern. Put some space in between the two of you so that you can actually talk.
Right.
Because otherwise you just get caught up. It just, you get caught up in a fight, twister, takes you up, throws you out, and you're back to square one.
At what point do you think in relationships that people should start considering therapy? Like, what?
Oh, I'd have everybody in. You know when you lot got married?
I bet you would.
I would, yeah. You know when you lot got married?
Yeah.
Right, did any of you sit down and do a couple deal?
We were supposed to.
A couple deal. What's a couple deal?
Couple deal. Okay, here's what we want. This is a sort of schedule of our goals, our values.
Oh, right, okay.
What we want in the next 2 years, 3 years. Sit down and work it out. What are the rules? What's infidelity?
What's
What's infidelity?
Yeah, because there's blurred lines.
Whoa.
Is it a text?
Is there?
Is there a text? Is it a smile?
What
is it a
is
hug?
infidelity?
Because for some
You
people
can't
it's
add a hug to the
different.
list.
No, some people that would be in the list. You
don't
can't
know.
hug other women. You
One
can't
of the
hug
biggest
other men.
things I've done with Ellie over there, one of the biggest socials we did was when we talked about, relationships at work. Emotional relationships at work. Is that an affair? Is that infidelity? How is that seen by partners?
Wow.
Yeah, it's different for everyone.
That's a good question. What
So
is
that,
infidelity?
Straight away, is it a deal breaker?
Yeah.
All right, you've had a bit of a night and something's gone a little bit wayward. Is that breakup stuff? Is that a deal breaker?
He said yes.
Yes.
If I had £1 for everybody who told me, I'd never do that, I'd be really wealthy.
Never break up or
Never
cheat
make
at
a
work.
mistake. Never make a mistake. I'd be wealthy.
Yeah, of course.
So these things about infidelity, it's not big. You've got to really dig down these days. What is it?
Did you have a work husband?
Nah, I haven't had a work husband. I'd have one tomorrow. So I'd have anybody. I'd have one tomorrow. But no, I don't have a work husband. But
the thing, at work, you can have 2 work wives at the same time. No one's going to say nothing. That's fine.
Yeah, but that's because they're not your
you're
real wife.
missing the point. You're missing the point.
Still have 2. I had 2. I just want to say I had 2.
He just wanted to let everybody know.
The point is, how close were you with those 2 people, and did it affect your relationship?
No, I didn't have one outside.
Oh, that's fine then.
I kind of did, but it wasn't exclusive. But I had the work wives before I had anything outside.
Yeah, so they were there first.
Okay. I think I'm confused now. Where was the work wife? They were before.
Yeah,
well, that
they're at the
doesn't
top.
count.
They're first.
That's right refusal.
But, where are the lines? So that's the couple deal. Sit down with people. I'd have everybody do this.
Is it
Sit
too
down.
late to do a couple deal?
No, of course not. I do them.
But I don't want to find out she's been cheating on me this whole time.
It's not all about
It's not about
cheating. It's not all about cheating.
So I thought we were fine with this.
So that's not okay.
No,
Just ask him on Wednesdays.
No, but we did have like conversations, and we were supposed to do like actual couple counselling before.
Before you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
but we just never
churches
got around
have done
to
it forever.
Yeah.
They sit down, but it's slightly dated, their approach now.
Yeah.
You've got to think about who are you both? What's your aspirations? Oh, another one, childcare. Who's primary childcare? Whose career's taking the hit?
Yeah.
We've got loads of women there now that are up there earning a lot of money. Are they going to be primary childcare?
Well,
Yeah.
how do you guys feel about that? Whose career's taking the hit? Who's primary childcare?
That's definitely her.
Yeah.
She went part-time.
Yeah.
But I feel like she was like, I'm not going back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Fine.
She was very. I thought we were both going back. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised when she was saying, "Oh yeah, I'm going part time."
I'm fine. I'm going to.
Yeah. Once the kids got old enough, I was like, "Okay, you're gonna
Go
have
back to work
a
now."
couple more days." She's like, "Nah," but then it does work out pretty good for us. But yeah, she jumped, she leaned into that. I wasn't
Great.
like, you need to stay back. I thought we'll find a way to make it work, whether it be more nursery days or whether it be we have to just balance it. But she leaned into it. But for
that's
sure,
great.
I don't know if that's the hit because she technically jumped into it.
She's decided. That's the decision she's made. But I quite like people to do it together to say, okay, whose career is going to take the hit?
So why do you think she's primary? Because who spends more time?
Whose career comes first? Okay, who's the one that's going to take? Who's the one that says, "I'm doing this," and it doesn't matter what the other one is doing if they've got to work. If they've got to work. Thing as well.
Does that happen?
Yeah, 100%. If I say, oh yeah, I'm going Italy.
Yeah.
Then she'll be like, all right, cool, I'll find a way to
Yeah,
work
but it
around
happens. I think it's kind of equal in like our relationships, just because of the nature of our work being quite flexible.
That's it.
Because if my wife's got work, we can't record. Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm saying. So we're primary caregivers.
Equal carers.
Equal carers, yeah.
Yeah,
But
for sure. This,
But they're good questions, aren't they? And they're things that people have to ask themselves from the beginning. And then at the end of the year, what went wrong this year? What weren't we very good at? What did we not do
I used to
very good
do
together?
that. I used to do that, but
Did
then
you?
I used to be like, okay, cool, let's have a check-in moment.
That's it.
Like let's
Appraisal.
talk about what's been going on. What's crazy?
Appraisal.
Oh, appraisal.
Sit
Sorry, I thought you
down,
said that's
this is
crazy.
how well you've been
Yeah,
doing.
yeah, something like that. And then But no, it's true. That's how I treat it. I'll be like, let's actually sit down, let's talk, like, what's going well, whatever. But then I had a bad streak. And I was like, I know what's going to be getting brought up.
Let's not go there.
So
No, I get
I
it.
don't it's just going to be
Guaranteed me
about
peace of mind. I don't feel so peaceful.
Yeah, you're going to have to take me to jail. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming to the station turning myself in.
That happens. You have
Yeah.
bad years. You have
Yeah,
bad years.
you have a bad period.
And I rest my case. You have a bad period.
Yeah.
Is it a deal breaker?
No,
It shouldn't be.
No.
Like I said, you can't. What did I say?
About
did
what?
you
You
say?
can't. Like I say a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like what's the one I said the other day? Drifting apart.
He doesn't believe
in
that
drifting
a
apart.
relationship, like couples can drift
I
apart.
have a bad week. Yeah.
But people do drift apart. And do you know why people drift apart? Exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Careers take precedence, and the couple comes way, 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 way down the line because you've got the careers, you've got the kids, you've got the
Yeah.
in-laws, you've got the families,
Yeah.
you've got everything comes.
Yeah.
And the actual couple is way down the line, and that's how people drift.
Yeah.
So take
Yeah.
it from me. You make it has to be prioritized.
So, as men,
Yeah.
should our wives come first?
Not your wives, your couple. The two of you, all right? What you're making, it's live. Your couple's live. It's not you, it's not her, it's both of you together. You're creating something else. It's like a third that you create, right?
Yeah.
You both put into it. And so if one of you is not putting in for a while, then the other one's struggling, it's going to get a little bit, it's going to go wrong. And so
Yeah.
you've got to keep thinking about how you're going to do that, how you're going to keep that whole.
Yeah.
All right? And it's not possible. Some people, use a travelator, sometimes careers are really going fast, right? So somebody's up there and somebody's here. But they have to stop and wait to come together so that the two of you can reconnect.
Yeah.
But it's just always like moving.
Yeah.
That's life.
But you think one
Yeah.
should slow down so the other can catch up?
What?
One should slow down
So the other can
so the
catch
other
up.
can catch up.
And so that's,
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Or, yeah, exactly.
don't-
Just put something on hold.
What you say? Run faster.
So keep up. Keep up.
Keep up.
Listen, I know full well men get dumped for falling behind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, men
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is
100%.
now men would slow down. When women slow down, women would
Get
say,
dumped.
you're not with the times.
See, I meet loads of women who are saying they're doing it all and these men have just got to keep up.
Yeah, women are doing well. Men are single.
Yeah.
So
Women are buying houses and looking at men like there's nothing out here.
Don't get me started on this now. Don't get me started. This is one of my
Start it.
soapboxes. Don't get
Go
me
on, no.
started.
Get on it. Get on the
Get on it,
soapbox.
get on it. I think men, I'm doing a lot of work around men
Yeah.
because they need help.
We do.
Yeah.
You need
We
help.
do.
Young men
We do.
need help. There's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
no, it's all so different for them and there's nowhere to learn actually. If you've got good families, that's fantastic, but loads of people haven't got good families, so they've lost that male mentorship or head of the family, the respect that's not there. Education, they're falling behind in education. Girls are doing really much better. And it's showing. It's really showing on the dating scene now with men are frightened as well. They're actually quite frightened. They don't want to risk things. They don't want to risk getting called out or being inappropriate because they don't know how to behave. So it's a really confusing time. It's like I feel for it.
I remember a good 8 years ago we had Dexter Sims. It's Dexter Sims,
Yeah,
right?
Dexter, yeah.
We had a guy called Dexter Sims, South Londoner. We was talking about what type of friends do we have in terms of if we was to open our phone book and we needed a plumber.
Yeah.
Or we needed
Electrician.
Yeah.
those sorts of things. We don't have a friend that does that. I do now.
Yeah. I do as well, yeah.
Now-
But like some of the boys currently, I think, shout out Flashy Silla, he recently got his trade in, I think he's a
think it was
plumber.
plumbing, yeah.
But like, at the time, the majority of your friends would be a drug dealer or something. While girls, they'd have a hair salon.
Yeah.
Nails.
Tech,
Every one of the places that
Working.
the girls had were communities
Yeah.
where they could chat, they could exchange information, they were learning, they were talking about the boys, they were
Yeah.
talking about what was okay and what was not, as the boys got more and more isolated.
Yeah.
And it's a
So
real...
men started falling behind. Early days, we're chasing football dreams or rapper, and only 1% make it, and girls were. I don't know if it's smart
Vocational.
enough or is that, what was that mean?
Well, we
It's
did,
like they're choosing like trades like work trades.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well,
that
girls
career.
weren't so entitled. Don't remember, men have had these entitled positions, so they're knocked off their perch a bit. Women have not had that. This is new.
Yeah, it caught us quickly.
It's new.
Yeah.
The last 30 years, 40 years, where women have been able to command economic independence, and that's the thing that's
Yeah.
changed everything. It's changed all the assumptions. It's changed the basis on which relationships are based, and that's confusing.
Yeah.
That's really confusing. Modern relationships, the churn, I call it, it's all being churned up. Nobody quite knows what's coming next and what real modern relationships are going to look like.
Yeah.
Do you give men advice on how to deal with this, or what do you do
Yeah.
to help?
Well, you help, don't forget, I work with men and
Yeah, of
women
course.
always. So it's always, it's sort of getting a couple to unite and cover up, make up for each other. Learn from each other, make up and sort of complement each other. So that's the key, is getting a couple to sort of, equality in a couple is really important.
That's tough though, man.
It's really tough. It's
That's
really
tough.
tough.
One issue as well is that men don't want to work 2 jobs anymore.
Why would they?
Women would.
That's true.
Women will work 2 jobs.
Women have done
What
forever.
now?
Yeah, now.
You think women would work 2 jobs
100%.
now?
They are. They still are.
Women
Yeah.
will work 2 jobs.
Why have men slowed down?
Lazy. We want it fast, internet, you know. I'm not that age where
social
that group,
Social.
that cluster of that age cluster where the struggle is.
No, you're not. You're
you know?
older than it. Yeah.
I'm older than it, but there was that point where the kids wanted that car quickly, that
Watches,
all that they
clothes,
saw it, they
brands,
wanted it,
everything. Yeah,
and they went the wrong means to get it.
Yeah.
The role models, the people that were on the pedestal, weren't the right people.
Yeah.
Even they didn't want to be role models. They knew they weren't role models.
Yeah.
And then grooming happens, and
Yeah.
So social
wrong-
media has a lot to play in this.
Yeah, but I feel like that's conflating the two though, because one we're talking about speeding up and wanting it fast, and the other one is talking about being lazy. So which one?
Yeah, because
which one are we
want
talking
it
about?
the easy way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they want it easy.
And easy.
There's no understanding of actually how much hard graft is involved. It's
Oh,
all
right, okay.
presented.
All right,
it's all
okay, I get you, I
presented
get you.
as a done deal. So
Yeah.
there's no understanding that actually this can take forever. You know, it takes
Okay,
years to
I'm
build
getting
it.
what you're saying with you don't want to work 2 jobs.
And
now, I
of
get
course,
it.
there's this whole growth of young men actually who are being very successful on the internet.
Yeah.
At home in their offices, so it's almost as if it can happen. It can happen. It's just, are you good enough to be able to make it happen? So there's all these mixed messages that go on, and men fall foul of them, I think.
So because you're doing couples therapy,
Yeah.
you're seeing directly the dynamic between men and women, right?
Yeah.
And of course, men are behaving a certain way. Let's say we want it fast. We don't want to get things slowly. We don't want to work 2 jobs. We'd rather do one thing and it just blows and does well.
Yeah.
How are you seeing the woman's input in this, or how does the woman
React.
what's her part to play within that sort of I guess not lifestyle that the man wants to live, but
Aspiration.
that aspiration. What's the woman's
Well, that's the
part
problem,
in
you
that?
see, because actually it starts off as a mutual aspiration. That's part of the attraction, isn't it?
Yeah, we
You know,
both
if
want
somebody's
something.
promising to be really cool and really smart and very
Really
going to be very
successful,
successful.
Yeah.
That's part of it, isn't it? You know, you buy into that aspiration, but then how it can sometimes work out, not always, but how it can sometimes work out, is that aspiration takes over everything. And so somebody's completely unavailable.
Yeah.
And whilst there was a buy-in, once kids come along and there's absolute unavailability and absolute space and absolute deprioritizing of the relationship, so it changes.
Yeah.
So everybody gets a little bit less happy with the status quo and the aspirations change. And that I see that a lot. I see a lot of people, male or female, carrying a mental load, too much of a mental load, while the other one is absolutely preoccupied with work, career, doing, that fast track, and never the twain shall meet sometimes. And that's where the space opens up. And you've got a space. If you've got this space, you've got space for somebody else to come in, and that's what you've always got to remember. Really, that's why you keep bridging.
What do you think about, because let's say, for example, I'm in a relationship, we both start and say, all right, we want to be millionaires, right?
Why?
We aspire to be millionaires. We want
Okay.
money. We want a certain lifestyle, right?
Okay.
And at some point, we've got kids. Her career gets hit,
Yeah.
or she decides she wants to be primary caregiver. Now, in order for us to be millionaires, I'm gonna have to work harder, right?
Yeah.
There's less income. So, in that period where we want this for ourselves, we're gonna lose ourselves a bit because I'm gonna be working harder, right?
Yeah.
But we aspired to be millionaires.
Yeah, so the contract at the beginning comes in. You have
Right.
to bring
Exactly.
it back up and say, hey, I'm still working towards our
Right.
goals.
So then, if we do become millionaires,
Go on.
but the relationship is finished,
Precisely. Precisely.
did we get what we wanted?
You did
Yes.
not get what you wanted.
But we wanted to be millionaires.
Yeah, but you did not get what you wanted.
Maybe we got what we wanted. We just didn't know that that's what we wanted.
You did not get what you wanted, and that's it. That's exactly what happens. I say it all the time. Right, here you are, you're working really hard, right? You're looking after your kids. They're going to the best schools, some of them, you know?
Yeah.
You're breaking yourselves for
Yeah.
this. And then I said, well, what do the kids actually want? Do you know what they want? They want mum and dad happy at home.
Yeah.
And that's not happening. Because
Yeah.
they're not there. So it's bringing that back into focus, really. It's getting people to sort of think about a relationship, because they're really good relationships. If you've got a stable relationship, I still believe if you're in a stable relationship, you're stable and more stable and happy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I still believe
I agree.
that. You know, it doesn't matter what I see. I actually believe that.
Yeah, stability is stability.
And I don't know that, you know, it's just one relationship for the new generation. Maybe there's 3 relationships. I don't know. But I do believe that if you're in a happy relationship, if you're in a stable, happy relationship that nurtures both of you, you are a happier person individually.
Yeah, I agree.
So there's
I
got to
agree.
be some sort of compromises made
Yeah.
on the road to the millionaireship.
Yes, I agree. Now, what do you think about shouting?
What's shouting?
Shouting at each other.
We're talking about we're in an argument. Like, what's the concept of shouting?
See, it's a really interesting one, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
As I work with so many neurodivergent people,
Yeah.
a loud voice can be heard as a shout,
Yeah.
and it's not a loud voice. An intense voice can be heard as an aggressive voice. So it's really dependent on actually how you hear or how you receive or how you are.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you're just passionate. You know, I can get really passionate about
Yeah,
things.
that's me.
I'm not, it's not necessarily that I'm being argumentative, but I'm
Said he
passionate.
shouts at his wife.
I'm
Did you
passionate.
say that?
No, I said that's me. I'm passionate. And then
So you
she'll-
shout?
No, I don't shout. I just speak loud.
It's all down to whether, you know, you've got to find them, you know, in between, haven't you?
Yeah. I don't shout personally, but that's because I'm not a person that shouts. So I think if I'm shouting, then I'm doing too much.
Quite loud voice, though.
Right. Right.
So there we go.
There's a lot that I had to learn coming to my wife, because she's not someone that was as talkative. And then she would actually say, you're turning this into a podcast. That's what she would say to me. Because I'm like, let's just talk about it, whatever. But I learned that, she's not seeing it the same way I am. I'm not meaning
She's
it in
not
that way.
experiencing
Yeah,
it
but
the
we don't
same way.
shout. I always say if I'm shouting, nobody's listening to each other. But
Okay.
but I also think that arguments, like, is there what's the healthy way to argue? Do you know?
It's an interesting one. Do you all argue with your wives?
Yes.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yesterday didn't count.
Okay.
That didn't count.
No, but that was quite
was an
simple.
yeah.
It was quite simple.
It's not. Yeah.
You know? That's why it didn't count. We didn't argue. We've already argued.
Yeah. Okay, no. So something, and I feel like you said this ages ago, Fred. At a time, again, it might not have even been when we were married, but I feel like something to do with like arguments. Like if you're not, or it might not have been you, but it was something to do with like, you know, some people they say if you're not arguing, then you're not like,
don't care.
Yeah, you don't care, right? You're not learning about each other, whatever. I don't believe that.
No, you don't have to argue. I mean, you have to talk. You have to debate. You have to challenge each other. You have to talk. But it doesn't have to be an argument, does it?
Yeah.
But arguments, they're sort of, they happen.
Yeah.
Stress takes over, doesn't it? They happen. But most people argue about the same 5 things.
Yes.
That's a good shout, you know.
That's true. We're always arguing about the same things.
Same things.
Yeah.
Same things.
Yeah.
So when are you going to stop? When are you going to just say
When
right,
she drops it,
Because I don't bring up the argument.
You know how I operate.
when she drops it.
So that's exactly what I do. Right, what are the themes? What are the 4 or 5 themes? Because they're shouting.
Yeah.
They're coming in and they're arguing more than you lot are arguing. You know, they're in crisis.
Yeah.
So what are they?
Yeah.
And they're always, you're not the same, but each couple has their own few things that they argue about. So that's the first thing, isn't it? Right, okay, let's think about it. Stop. Let's rework that. Let's reframe that. Cupboard doors, dishwasher, stupid
Washing.
things. Washing, yeah.
Socks.
What about the
Pull out the
washing?
socks.
What about the washing?
Leave the socks scrunched.
No, it's not good. It's not good.
That's not good.
Like if I take my sock off and put it in the basket, I don't unscrunch it.
Is that an argument?
It's not an argument, it's a complaint. It's like,
Why is that a
unscrunch your sock.
complaint?
Because it takes her longer to do the washing. She
Okay,
has to
fair.
pull out my socks for me.
Yeah. I've never heard that one, but okay. I just get in trouble for
Actually, I
leaving my
haven't
socks
heard
everywhere.
that one. I haven't heard unscrunch socks. I'm
Yeah, that's
going to
new.
use that. That's unscrunch the socks.
Unscrunched it.
Unscrunch the socks.
Unscrunched it.
I love that.
Wow.
So you just put socks on the stairs.
No, do you know what it is?
Yeah, you
This
sounded
is-
rough.
This
You
is
said I leave
the
my socks
argument that
everywhere.
we have constantly. I like my dirty baskets to be separate. I want whites, blacks, colours. She just wants one dirty basket.
Right.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And she wants 2. She wants hers and mine. But I don't like putting all, because when I go to do the laundry,
You just want to be able
I
to
just
pick
want
it
to
up
be able
and
to,
just
yeah.
think, yeah.
So
okay.
that's what we always argue about. Like since we moved 5 years ago, since we got our house,
Have you not got them all lined up
I've
yet?
got my own dirty basket now.
Yeah.
But it's not the one that I want.
So she doesn't want to do your washing.
No, she does. But she just doesn't want so many dirty baskets. But I've got one that's like a 3-in-1 now.
Yeah,
you got,
there you
Joseph
go.
and Joseph?
You cracked it.
I don't know where it's from.
Like I was in the house.
Do you know how many arguments I hear about washing?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think
Go on, what you're going to say.
I just feel women need to let it go, man. Just
Oh.
accept us the way we are.
And men,
Nah, and men
I
as well.
agree. I agree. But I'm not saying that we shouldn't. I'm just saying right now. I'm just saying women need to let it go. We'll let it go afterwards. Women, we need to let it go. Like I will go and see my mum-in-law and dad-in-law have the same issue that me and their daughter have. When do we break the generational curses? At what point do we say, all right, men are like this, women are like this?
Well, no,
Let's find the
it's
middle
a bit more
ground.
complicated than that, isn't it? It's come down. She's learnt it. It's a modelling thing. She's learnt it in her family, so she's brought it into your
that's
family.
true. And there's
That's what
times
happens.
I see the way she treats her dad, and I'm like, no, man.
That's not happening.
Stop.
here.
Yeah,
That's not
don't.
happening.
That's it. Oh, you know my dad. I'm like, nah. Because then my daughter's going to start being like, you know my dad.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
no, that's
breaking those
exactly what it is.
intergenerational patterns,
Early in our relationship, like there was things that I would be like challenging my wife on, and she'd be like, I was like this for 24 years before I met you, and you want me to change tomorrow. It's not happening. I'm like, okay, cool. Remember that when it's my time. So I always bring that up. I'm always like, you know this is me.
Yeah.
that usually ends the
There's got
argument
to
these
be
days.
acceptance, though.
Yeah, that has to
Yeah,
be.
You have to somehow come somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
It just has to happen at some point.
It's weird because we try, but we always fall back into the same patterns. And I think what's helped, I think, in my relationship is the understanding of there is an effort being made. It's just like we might not be hitting the target.
How often do you all carve out space with your wives?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by carve out
I mean,
space?
have, sort of intentional time, right? Not just a date
Oh,
night.
together.
Together.
Oh,
together.
right.
I thought you
together.
meant give them space.
No, together.
No, right.
Together.
Right.
I mean, is it a regular thing? Do you make a point of it? Do you keep it, sort of, right, that's on.
Yeah, we spoke about that the other day because I realised we just kept on going past
That's
each other
right, yeah.
for a bit.
Yeah.
Like she's doing that, I'm doing that. But I would try to say maybe like once or twice a week.
That's good.
It might be in front of the TV, but we've specifically said we're going to
Let's sit down
sit
and
together
watch,
and,
Okay.
but it
What
depends.
about emotional check-ins?
Emotional check-ins, I told you, I've been on the bad street.
We scrapped those.
We're not
Just avoiding those.
We're not
Just
about to
avoiding
dig up those
You don't want to
skeletons.
dig them up,
Yeah.
Okay. But how long before they get? You can't sweep it all under the
No,
carpet.
you
No, it's true, but I could look at that carpet for a long time.
You and many, male and female.
I'm gonna do it this week. I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it today.
it just happens. I don't think there's like a specific like time set aside for sort of emotional check-ins. It just kind of
think that
happens.
bottles up?
Do you do dog walks together?
No.
Okay, so that's what we do.
Yeah, nice.
We dog walk, but now the
What
baby's
dog you got?
French bulldog.
Yeah, lovely.
No, he's not. He used to be, but that's when we can usually get a word in with each other.
Yeah, that's
And
nice.
a lot to be said about walking. I often tell couples to go walk because it's not so intense, is it? You're not
Yeah,
staring at each
yeah.
other. You're not sort of, that whole thing about, oh my God, if I don't say the right thing, this is going to go off. You're actually walking.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah,
looking at each other. You're just
Yeah.
actually thinking, walking, talking.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes. Like sometimes, if we're walking to a destination, then it's like you're walking in a rush, and there's a
Yeah, you're
like
going
we're
somewhere,
walking a
innit?
dog. Sometimes, just because she might listen to this episode, sometimes I'm on my phone because I'm still doing some work. But there will be a time I do put the phone down and
Down, yeah.
have a chat, yeah.
Shout.
What about the phones? Are you all on your phones all the time?
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm on games consoles as well, so I've
No.
got handhelds.
Well, it's a double whammy.
Yeah,
Not just social
but
stuff.
I'm not on the phone. I'm just on the games.
Are your girls on the phone as well?
Yes.
Yeah, she is. She's not as bad as me, but now that she's been doing more in terms of her own business, so she's had to be doing more on social media. And now I've been like, you see,
Yeah.
I haven't just been dossing about.
yeah.
It takes a while to think of a caption, doesn't it?
Oh,
You know
Joy,
what I mean?
Joy,
You gotta
you've
watch
got
it a few
there.
Yeah, watch it a few
Yeah,
times.
now, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So naturally she's on the phone a bit more. But yeah, it's definitely me more on the phone.
So do you ever say, right, phone's down?
Yeah, sometimes.
During sex.
Helpful.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Not always. Not always.
No, we do have points. So sometimes I'll be like, all right, come on, if we actually want to sit down and watch this film, we have to put our phones down.
Yeah, so
so at least we're locked in together.
You're looking at something.
Yeah,
together,
yeah, like
Leave
let's
it upstairs,
do it, yeah.
charge it in a different room, that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. But I want to ask, like, can men, let's say us three, can we go on holiday without our families? Is that inconsiderate or selfish?
I think that's absolutely fundamental.
We can go alone. Just
That's
us.
the clip. Absolutely
Just like
fundamental.
the girls can go off, so can the boys. Having that autonomy, actually having time out, actually, feeding yourself, feeding yourself with community. Before anybody quotes me, I'm just saying go away for a nice time with the boys, all right?
No,
Yeah,
not with
yeah,
the
yeah,
boys.
yeah.
Alone.
Oh, alone?
Alone.
Totally.
Yeah, that was a good.
Totally,
Solo travel's
totally.
good.
I'm talking like Portugal, just you.
Yeah. Solo travel's good. I've done it once.
But married
But
with kids,
what does
did you
it-
do
No,
it?
I haven't done it.
Yeah,
since being
what
married
does
with
it bring
kids.
up? What does it bring up?
Remember how we said earlier about who's
Yes.
was it primary caregivers? That,
Yeah, primary
so
caregivers.
Like, say it's your wife, but you want a week off holiday.
Yeah.
Does that seem
You feel guilty.
like how dare you ask me
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
No, but don't you both have a week? Doesn't she then go off for a week?
No, because
with her
she's got
friends?
the baby.
Oh, we're talking equality.
Yeah. Did you miss that bit? Did you miss that? Oh, right. Okay.
See, we're talking
You missed that
equality
piece.
now, innit?
Okay.
Nah, I'm only fair.
No.
Yeah.
But I think it's really with friends or
Alone.
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 Why?
Yeah. Why? I think that would even be more concerning.
Yeah, it's a good question.
To her, it would be more concerning, but to me, it makes more sense because I actually want to be alone. I don't want to be with anybody. Because if I want to be with someone, now you're going to be like, why don't you want to be with me?
Yeah.
I know, fuck everyone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be fucked up. But it's equal.
Alone.
I hear it.
Why do you want to be alone?
I don't get why you're asking me.
What will you get from being alone?
Peace. It's true.
Complete peace.
Peace.
You just don't feel like there's peace anywhere.
Not in the house. There's not peace
No,
in the
there's
house.
not peace anywhere.
There's not
you come
peace
to
in the
work.
house. No,
it's
there's
not always
peace when I'm
peaceful.
alone. There's peace
No,
when
when you're alone. I'm
Yeah.
talking about in general. Like you come to work, it's not always going to be. We had a power cut. That wasn't peaceful.
I didn't know who to go and ask out there. He's like,
You have to say, is everyone else experiencing this?
So what do you girls all think of you taking time out on your own? A long weekend. I mean, lots of people actually that I work with, they do take time out.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
might go walking, they might go camping. camping, you know. I remember one client.
Flight.
No,
Want to get on the plane
Yeah.
alone.
I feel selfish doing that, but my wife does understand I need alone time. And I think she's really good at giving me that.
Because my wife has been to Dubai, I think Dubai, since we've had the baby, she's been to Dubai twice, but with the baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's different, isn't it?
It's different.
But that's nice
I
to
don't
know.
Different.
Yeah, I'm alone, innit?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's great.
But I want to go this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Without the baby, or you taking the baby?
That she's got you there.
She got you there.
She's got you there now. Because I was gonna say, yeah, you should be calm. But if you say without the baby,
But she won't let me go alone with the baby.
she wouldn't. She wouldn't.
yeah.
She wouldn't. She wouldn't. What? Why not? It took time for my wife to trust my mum. You guys are so protective over the baby. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I can't go alone with the child.
Yeah.
No way.
Not
She's
happening.
coming. She's gonna come.
She's coming, yeah.
Impossible.
But so that's really interesting. You crave peace.
Yes.
And if I take the child now, I'll get FaceTime every
Don't
night.
do that. You crave peace. That makes us sound horrible.
Just saying.
No, but
I crave
I can
peace.
be peaceful with her, but I do crave peace. At all times, I want peace. Like
Craving
my
peace.
lifestyle
Oh, good.
is driven by the desire. It's pursuit of peace.
Pursuit of peace.
That is my whole thing.
It's my love language.
That's my love language.
Okay, so what do you do for peace at home? Do you walk? Do you meditate? Do you do yoga? What do you do at home? Where's your spiritual life at home?
You have to do what she says.
I'm not having this. I'm not having this.
Yeah.
No,
Do
no,
what she
no,
says.
no.
I'm fast as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I've done everything she asked
The
of
amount of
me,
things I've told her to do that she still hasn't done.
No. Yeah.
If I ever bring it up.
Yeah. Then she says you're being petty. Yeah, you're being silly. I'm like, no, this matters to me. But
I had to wash the garden the other day. She still ain't done what I told her to do last month.
yep.
She hasn't done it.
Yeah, I've
Yep.
done it.
Does she not want to do it?
The thing
Yeah, she
is,
doesn't want
when
to.
you tell her you want her to do something, she thinks it's because she just told you to do something, and it is. It is.
no, for you.
Yeah,
What's
it
all
is.
this telling each other?
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, you need to live with our wives. They tell us to do a lot.
Ask. Okay, ask.
Ask.
I
Yeah.
like that.
she's
Lady.
asked-
It doesn't feel like asking though.
Guys, Family PLC.
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay, Family PLC. You've got, that's what you're running. You
Yeah,
and you've
yeah,
got
yeah,
your
like the
wives
business,
are
okay.
running Family PLC.
Got
so
you.
everybody has their own bits and pieces to do, don't they?
Yeah.
Everybody has their own jobs, and then the rest are negotiated. Now,
Yeah.
what's the problem?
The negotiations aren't fair.
You don't feel they're fair.
It's not equal.
I can guarantee that they're doing more. I can guarantee that each one of your girls are doing more.
Yes, I can say she is doing
She's
more.
doing more.
But
Come on, grudgingly.
But-
More and what?
My stuff
Right.
kind of happens in the cloud.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go on. I'm hearing you. Go on.
It's online transactions.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
What,
Like
you're paying a bill?
No.
That too, though. That too. Go on.
there's a lot.
Online Say more.
Say more.
We're
say
gonna be
more.
in trouble.
No, go on.
Go on.
Jose Mourinho, I prefer not to speak. Otherwise, you're gonna be
You
in
said
big
in the
trouble.
cloud.
You're going to get into trouble.
Yeah,
I'm not
do a lot.
buying it, yeah.
No, she does do a lot.
Yeah.
I also do a lot. Do you know what it is? I think it's just the little things that we ask for don't get done.
Yeah, but do you ask for them in the right way?
Yes, I tried every single way. Tried to do it, babe, please.
I've issued ultimatums.
Yeah, and I think that's what,
And it's still there. It's still not done. Even after the ultimatum,
That's the
it's
worst.
still not
But you
done.
know you
It's
didn't
like-
mean it.
Yeah.
So I brought out my gun and no one's scared.
Who was asking me about ultimatums? Somebody was asking me about ultimatums last week. I don't know, and said, are they a good thing or a bad thing? What do you reckon, ultimatums?
oof.
Ultimatum.
Now, let me describe my ultimatum just in case they think he's
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing
he said
something,
he's gonna
breaking up
leave.
with you.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
basically, my daughter's got some old toys, and I said she's been, it's just there. She wants to sell it. I said, have you put it online yet? No, you just put it online. So that's where it started. Then the pile became bigger. I said, either sell it or I'm gonna get rid of it.
Yeah.
That was the ultimatum. That was
Yeah.
2 months ago.
Right.
It's still there.
Yeah, but why do you want to get rid of it? Doesn't the little girl pop back in and use it?
She doesn't. My daughter doesn't really play with toys. She only likes books.
Yeah.
Toys, teddies. She's never interacted with them. That's why they're just in a pile. Even like she just walks past it every day. So I'm like,
And the pile bothers you.
it bothers me.
But
because
if you got rid of it, what would happen?
if it
'Cause
was
you
my
told-
pile, I'd have to get rid of it immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
Yeah, but now you've told her that if she doesn't sell it, you're going to get rid of it. Why won't you get rid of it?
Because I know if
You're
I
scared.
get rid of it,
So basically,
Rightfully so.
basically, your ultimatum is not worth a shout. It's not worth anything, is it? Your ultimatum.
It means
No.
nothing to her.
No.
She's not scared at all.
You know what? My thing is something that happened yesterday. I did something like I left the toilet a bit messy, right? Not crazy, but I left it a bit messy.
Okay.
And I was eating cake and custard.
On the toilet?
No, not on the toilet.
Some Elvis Presley.
Enough detail. Right, okay, I've got the picture. That's perfect.
I was eating cake and custard. This is like way after. This is like, I left the toilet, but this is like in the afternoon. We're talking about evening, I'm sitting down eating cake and custard.
We need to check your heart.
I'm having a great time. And she decided to bring up what happened like 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
And it ruined my cake and custard. Absolutely ruined it.
There's no answer.
Have you ever dealt with this before, Karen?
There's no answer to it. I think
Like, the
I think
timing.
her timing's perfect.
It's horrible. I'm not going to reheat this, so I need to eat it whilst we're having a debate about what I did in the toilet earlier.
Well,
and it's
it
ruined.
serves you right.
Yeah.
You will
Yeah.
not leave that toilet in a mess again. It
Yeah.
serves you right. I have to say,
That's
brilliant
crazy.
timing. I love her. I love
I think
her.
timing is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know when is a good time, but I just know that wasn't a good
Oh, I
time.
have
Yeah,
to say,
nah.
timing's a huge thing.
It's everything,
Massive.
isn't it?
Massive.
How many times have I been in a room and couples have been out on a date night and one of them has thought, right, got their attention now. Going to bring up everything
On a date night?
on a date
Oh,
night.
come on, guys.
Exactly. My words exactly. No, not on a date night,
No.
but it's like they get so little time together, they think this is a good time to download. And I can guarantee it'll just all go wrong.
Yeah.
Bills paid, home in silence. It's
Yeah,
just the
of
raw-
course.
It's just terrible.
of
Yeah.
course.
But people get desperate. Men and women get desperate for the time to speak to their partners or when to speak to their partners or how to speak to their partners.
No.
So that's what, the emotional check-ins.
Yeah, that's
There
true.
you go.
And do it on like in your house.
In your house.
For free.
Yeah,
Why
don't
did I
waste-
pay first to go argue outside silently? I couldn't even express myself because we're at the dinner table.
You have to be respectful of your surroundings.
I don't want us to look as crazy as we are. Do you know what I mean?
So you've got to pretend.
Yeah.
Except actually you're not speaking. Has anybody just left you in the restaurant, got up, walked away and left you in the restaurant?
No.
No.
Wow,
That's crazy.
good.
Yeah, I'm sensible.
Yeah, that's
Why do I not?
I'm sensible in public.
Oh, in public.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's never. So nobody's ever had to.
I never had a fallout that big, like
No.
with any
I
partner.
walk away.
Yeah,
course you
I don't
did.
think.
I walk away.
Yeah, but do you tell her that you're walking away?
Is that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah, obviously.
I think when
I'm out of it.
when I stood up, I'm sure you know where I'm going.
But wait a
Tuck the
minute.
chair in.
Wait a minute. Do you just walk away in the middle of a fight?
Yeah.
No, that's not how you do it.
Wait, well, let's say we're
At
taking it
home?
outside of the relationship. Okay, at home. Okay, that's different.
That's rough still.
So at
That's
home,
different.
in the middle of a fight, you'll just walk away. Well, that must be pretty frustrating for your wife. That must cause more fights.
Yeah. That
So you're
never
one of
help.
those ones that just goes off and goes silent.
Yeah.
Is
How
that-
did you know?
See?
Yeah, that's true.
Is that helpful?
To me.
You get peace.
Peace.
But
It's not.
Okay, how do you
The
make
thing
up?
is, it's not fair because I need to think. She's thought about what she wants to argue about. I didn't know she wanted to argue today.
Yeah, it's a barrage.
So you've got it all. I've got nothing.
Allow
I
me
need
time to prepare my evidence.
Yeah, it's true. It would be nice if you said 3 p.m. It's on. Get your case together.
So I'm
Suit
telling you, that's what I say. If you're going to have an argument, you come on, we need to talk about this.
All right.
We need to talk about this. Then you've got no excuses because you've got time to get yourself together. You know it's coming.
But they should at least say the case that's against you. Right?
No.
You can't say an argument's coming. Now I have to think of everything I've done in the last 2 weeks.
Now the pressure is up. I need to prepare something neat.
Yeah, you need to have it all prepared, so you don't get overwhelmed and have to walk away because your brain's not working and you can't think and you can't answer, except if you were going to be nasty. That's why you walk away.
I don't know if I was going to be nasty, but it's my delivery.
Yes.
If you don't let me think, my delivery is just going to be awful.
It's going to be my delivery.
It's
There's
gonna
a
be rough.
delivery that I have, and then there's a delivery that I have when I'm speaking to my wife. The two different things.
And there's the delivery that you have when you're speaking to your wife and you're having a row.
Yes.
That's a different delivery.
Completely
so
different.
your delivery is?
Silence.
That's not good. She's not psychic. She's not.
I got nothing for you, Karen. I got nothing for you. I go silent. That's how I've always been though since a kid. I just always go silent. Because people can't handle the truth.
Well, as I said, everyone's got their own truth. No, it's not necessarily the truth. But again, it's delivery, isn't it? I can imagine that truth being delivered in quite a blunted way, which might offend.
Yeah, if you
Or
ask her,
hurt.
she'll tell you exactly this.
Or hurt, yeah. But, you know, when you walk away, maybe just say, I'm taking 5, so that it doesn't feel as if you're gone and lost to the argument. I'm taking 5, I'll be back.
Yeah. I say
5
that.
where?
I say no. Do you know what? I'm out
What
of
do you
it.
mean?
5 where?
Yeah, go somewhere else.
Go in the
You don't do
garden.
that. In the middle of, as soon as I feel myself getting to the point where I'm going to shout, I'm like, do you know what? I'm gone. And then she'll be like, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
This is nice.
No, I don't leave the house.
This
I
is
just go
going
upstairs
well.
That's
or
good.
somewhere else.
I leave the house, man.
That's good.
Really?
Yeah, I've left the house twice.
Me?
I'm going outside. I'm going outside.
Oh,
Fresh air
that's
is
so
good.
good. Oh,
Yeah.
Go
man.
walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps, doesn't it?
Calm down.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Down. It's dark.
But I live in a safe neighborhood now. Innit? It's dark out.
And it's peace. And it's peace. You get your peace.
We've never.
Yeah.
I don't think we've daytime argued.
Evening.
Daytime
Nah,
argument.
it builds up through the day. And that.
Yeah.
What do you think about,
I'm
do you have to make up before you go to bed?
Yes.
No.
I do.
On the argument
me.
day,
I like to,
the
yeah.
argument is
I like
the
to.
makeup.
What?
What do you mean?
As in, like,
Oh, like
we're
that's
not
when you're addressing it.
Yeah, we're not
basically.
talking, so that counts as argument. It's foreplay, you know. It all counts as, you know.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Does she know this?
Yeah, I hope so. But after we've argued, that's the makeup. The argument is that we're getting it out.
Yeah, I get you. That's when you're addressing the problem.
Yeah, and she's saying
Right.
her bit.
So do you have like quite a lot of times where it's silent in the house? Not as in the house is always silent, but let's say when something's happened, there will be a period of silence, basically.
Just tension.
No, because you see, she always does this thing where it's like, I let a lot slide, and I don't feel like you do. Like they don't let a lot
They
slide.
always think that they let everything slide and we
Slide.
don't. Men never let anything slide.
I think there's a subtle difference here.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't notice. You don't notice things. It's not that you're letting things slide. You just don't notice. Whereas they notice everything.
Yeah, and then actually let it go.
And they let it go. You just don't notice.
No, Karen. I
There's levels
notice.
to that though.
I notice. Not everything, but there are things where I'm like, didn't like that, but it's calm.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
right.
And that's okay, as long as it's all about. What does she say when you say that?
I don't say it.
That's exactly my
Because I let it go. Well, I never talk about letting things go. Do you get what I'm saying? I never say, oh, I let it slide. I never say that. Because I let it slide. But that's the definition of letting it slide.
No, the definition of letting it slide. The
You're not
definition-
supposed.
You're
the
not
real
supposed to
definition,
vocalize it.
The real definition is you let it slide.
And go.
But
It's
that-
gone.
No, it isn't gone because it'll be back. You let it slide. So it's called acquiescence.
Okay,
Yeah?
let's go.
Acquiescence, you just acquiesce.
Right.
And one day you're just going to say, I'm not doing that. I'm not letting that slide again.
Yeah.
Your wife has no idea that you've let that slide
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you haven't deigned to communicate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've let
All
it
right.
slide.
So I would like to ask you a question.
Oh, yeah.
How many? What would be? There's no gold standard, but we're having a podcast here, right? If there was to be a certain amount of how do I describe it? If there was a leeway, a certain amount of leeway, how many times, what's your allowance of letting something slide? How many times before you should say something?
As soon as you start to find that you're getting to resent it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
As soon as you may have let it slide, but you're not really letting it slide, it's there.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you're noticing it more often and more often, you're not letting it slide.
Right.
You're not. And that's when you've got to come to grips with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still on about your silence here.
Yeah.
Can you communicate your silence to your... Well, she knows you anyway, doesn't she?
What do you mean, can I communicate?
Can you communicate when it happens to you? Can you say, I've got to go now, I need time?
That's what you want me to do?
That's what I'd like you to do.
Oh, okay. I could, yeah.
I need time. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I've walked out of the house twice in 7 years. I don't think that's that much.
It's not that
that's
much,
not
no.
bad.
But we're not only talking about the times you walk out of the house. It's all the times you...
Just walk away.
Sometimes
you just turn back the wall.
But that's my neurodivergence.
And how are you managing that?
Not.
She's brought something up to me that I never noticed that I do. If she's talking to me about something and I feel like the conversation's done, I start to leave the room. But she's like, pause.
I'm not finished.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you walking away?
Because I thought we were finished with the conversation.
Yeah. But he checked out.
I'm done with
Emotionally,
it.
he checked out.
Like yesterday, she
It's always yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's always yesterday.
Was it yesterday or the day before? Either way, it was
Really
recently.
recent.
Yeah.
yeah. She's done like plastering on the wall, and I've just come home. I'm chilling. It was after the Arsenal parade. I'm clearly tired. I've done 25,000 steps that day. I'm just chilling or whatever, and she's done plastering whilst we were gone or whatever, and she's like, oh yeah, come and see the job that I've done. I'm like, oh my God. All right, cool. So I'm, as a good husband, going to see her job.
That's great.
I've seen it now, and I said, oh yeah, it's nice. She's like, yeah, isn't it? I'm like, yeah. So now I'm going back to sit down, but she still wants to
wants
show
more
me how.
praise.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's like, I thought this was over.
I had one like that the other day. She wasn't happy with how happy I was about what she'd done. So I had to increase my happiness.
Praise, validation. You know, nice words. But I want to go into bed on a fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I do, nah.
No, I don't like
both.
to. I don't think I ever. Maybe we have, but not like at the peak of the fight.
Good.
It's
Yeah.
never at the peak. It might have settled down. We might not be like back together, like.
Yeah.
But it's like there's some sort of.
Because I get a lot of people who hate those late night downloads. Hate
Yeah.
them. Can't be doing with them. And one would want the late night download because their mum said you never go to sleep, you never go to bed on the flight.
Yeah.
And the other one is just so over it that they can't even think.
Yeah.
So I'm not a great fan of
Arguing's
those.
long anyway.
Yeah.
long.
That's why I'm silent some of the time. This is just long, like.
Yeah.
Not because I think you're right.
I just say what you need to say. I'll accept it. Is that bad?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it is.
Where's
But on paper, it's bad. On paper, it's bad.
On
But
paper,
in
it's
life, it's reality.
Sometimes I'm gonna get mine off, but more time. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So we
Just
can
let me
move
have
on.
it.
Yeah.
Let me have it. Yeah.
I ain't got much.
Yeah.
I let it slide in it, but
Yeah.
I know.
You let
I
it
think
slide,
that's
but
the
nobody knows
healthy
you're
part.
letting it slide.
Yeah.
I think that's
We've
the
talked
healthy
about
part.
this.
Because if both of you don't like to let things slide, then there's never any peace.
Somebody needs to.
Somebody needs to
give,
take
someone
it.
needs to take.
Yeah, that's when it goes. When see that resentment I was just talking about is when you've let things slide too much and then you just can't let it slide anymore.
You can't
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
And it builds and builds and builds and builds.
I think there's a balance though, because me, I think I'm super chill, right? That's what I think about myself anyway. In terms of the
you agree?
relationship, I think I'm pretty chill.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not saying
I've
I'm not
never
get bothered
dated
by
him,
anything.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but just generally he's chill.
Yeah, I think genuinely I'm
Yeah.
chill.
Okay, go on.
But anyway, I don't get fussed about things in the relationship, and what else? I feel like there's looks happening.
bit-
Why
Yeah,
are you
there's a-
laughing over there?
Yeah. No, I mean, there's things I care about. I'd get passionate about things, but for the most part, I'm pretty chill. Let's just talk about relationship. So there's times where I believe that actually I'm being way too calm and she's being way too, like, she's used to just being in the right. Do you know what I mean? So if she's in the wrong, I need to play this up because I'm not going to get a chance all the time to get. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I need to lean into this.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think that's important.
But we don't actually care that much, but we know we
and
need
yes,
to lean into that moment.
Exactly, I need to lean in.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
she'll never
You
know.
need to assert yourself.
No, I don't like you saying it like that.
That's you're leaning in. You're asserting yourself.
It's
So
unspoiling.
You move between the two. You either acquiesce or you assert yourself. Where's the middle ground?
Wait, either what? What's the other one?
Acquiesce.
Let it
Okay,
slide.
okay.
Sweep
Acquiesce,
under the
okay, yeah.
carpet. Or assert yourself. So come all balls.
Yeah.
Where's the middle ground?
I think I'm always on the middle ground.
Is he?
No, you're right. I'm
wouldn't know
acquiesce.
about
Yeah. I'm always
You're
an acquiesce.
acquiescing. That's what you say is easy
Yeah.
lane. You're over there.
Yeah. But my average is going to be somewhere in the middle, right?
Okay. And
Because I'm bouncing. So my average will some will be there. But my thing is, do you think that's healthy? If you're always on this side, do you think it's healthy to like lean into the other
of course,
side?
you can't always be over there.
Yeah.
It's in the middle. You've got to
Right.
find,
Okay,
it's
cool.
moderation.
Yeah.
Moderation. Yeah.
That sounds. I wasn't that upset, and I just thought, let me lean into
I would love
it.
to see your girlfriends' faces or your wives' faces
yeah.
after this. This is, because I'm only getting you. I'm only getting you.
Of course.
You're
Yeah.
only getting their side.
Yeah.
Ladies, I'm really on your side. I'm with you.
They'll have their turn. So with the neurodivergence, how did that become part of your, can I say, trade?
My trade, yeah. So at Canary Wharf,
Yeah.
I started to see patterns of people. It wasn't just, how their mum and dad were. They would behave the same. They would have the same issues. They would follow the same behaviours. And so I started getting interested in it. And so first of all, it was Asperger's, and we called Asperger's then.
Yeah.
Got interested in that and thought, yeah, that's some of it. And then a woman walked into my office. She was an American woman. She's really tall. She comes in and she said, "Hey, I've heard about you." And I thought, "Oh God, right, okay." And I was doing individuals at that time. And she said, "Right, what do you know about female ADHD?" And my face was a picture. I didn't even know it existed. I said, "Well, not a lot." And she gave me a whole list of references. So I go away, and I'm back in a month. I'm going traveling. I'll be back. So all these references. I went away, and I thought, "Oh my God!" And it was like a light bulb.
Yeah.
Started reading them. Could see it. Could see that I was seeing this over and over and over and over again, and started working with it then. And I didn't talk much about it at first because we had a group of analysts that I used to work with. There was a group. It was like a clinic.
Yeah.
And I started talking about this stuff, and people, no, it's nothing to do with neural pathways. It's not the brains. It's the nurture. It's that nurture nature.
Yeah.
But actually, these days, everybody knows that neural pathways, neural processing is an issue now. It's not just all environment. It is an issue, and it sets up particular things. So, and I got really interested in it, and because I'm a couple therapist, then I got really interested in the couple stuff, because that's my passion, and that's where I started. That's how I learned all about it, and it was America. The America were way ahead of us.
Yeah.
So all the work I did was I spoke to people in America, got coached by somebody in America, came back, started working with it, and then ever since then I've just done it.
Recently, I feel like ADHD in particular, everybody says they have it.
Yeah.
Like, do you think, like, what is it? Attention deficit disorder. Like, I understand that, but like,
ADHD is really complex, and the problem with ADHD is that lots of the symptoms everybody can identify with, but actually it's a very complex condition that can lead to a lot of difficulties. All right, the executive function is severely compromised. So tasks, just being in the world, sensitivity levels are really, really high. There's a thing that is common in both AS and ADHD called, they've labelled it RSD, but it's where there's a sense of being rejected, or a sense of being attacked, or a sense of being criticised is ever prevalent in the brain, and so information is received. And it's interpreted as that, leads to a lot of difficulties in relationships because partners often don't know what they've said or how they've said it or what on earth has happened, and one person will be reacting and they don't understand. So it's quite complex, and I have to say I do think there's some overdiagnosis going on these days. I do, but working truly with it, why do I love working with neurodivergence? Because clever.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. You know, it's creative. It's different. It's out of the box. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
So all of that goes for it. But I am not here saying that there's not challenges with it. There are challenges.
Yeah.
Lots of challenges. But there's loads of help now for people to be able to manage. How I put it is now people can manage the ND, whereas before ND was managing them. All right? But there's enough information out there now for people to be able to manage their own ND.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that makes their lives easier because actually people, and this is interesting, people over 40 have had a really difficult experience of being neurodivergent. They've grown up in a world without social media, okay? So it was very small, and it was dictated. Police, politics, everything was dictated, okay? Now, under 30, you've got a global world at your fingertips in the phones, and everything is open, everything is different. There's so much more information coming in. So it's been much more normalized, much more known and normalized for the younger generation now, who are not as tied, not as caught up with it. I'm neurodivergent. I'm working for Google. I'm doing well. Okay, so there's not the stigma that there was, and kids are being diagnosed much earlier. So everybody is learning how to manage it, and that's the big step forward. That's the big step forward.
It was mentioned I think it was first mentioned to me in college. My sociology teacher saw the way I was writing. She said, "Are you
dyslexic?"
Yeah, on the spectrum. And then from there, what's the second thing that happened? I can't remember where I was, but they offered me more time on exams. And I was like, nope.
Extenuating
I'm not trying to sit here any longer. And then the rest of these, everyone else is gone and I'm still here. When I finish when they finish. That's okay.
That's good.
You know?
That's good.
So, yeah.
Did you manage that?
Yeah, I
you
managed to finish.
It. Yeah, see that's it. Some people can't, but there's something to be said for that. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it in time. Well done.
Yeah.
But it's to different degrees. Everybody has their own bespoke type of neurodivergence.
But then at uni they was offering max. So I thought about it. Leading in.
With his MacBook?
I'm not going through all of that extra time business. But yeah, I think it was first managed is dyslexia on the same spectrum then as...
Yeah, it's a whole spectrum of different conditions that are coming now under neurodivergence. Lots of dyscalculia, dyslexia, dyspraxia. You know, it's quite amazing actually how many things that can be labelled as under a neurodivergent umbrella. But let's not. I'm starting to wonder who's neurotypical.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like anybody is.
Yeah, I don't know if I've worked with it for too long.
My wife is quite.
She's
nothing wrong with her.
There's nothing wrong with you.
That's not the way she says. Not the way I feel.
But the teacher that could tell there was something wrong with me from my writing.
It's not wrong.
Okay.
The language needs to change. We understand.
This
is what we're dealing with.
This is what we're dealing with. Okay.
Nothing wrong.
What did she see? That is like
the S.
You dyslexic, huh? She was walking by everyone.
Yeah.
Stopped me after class.
Well, she could see. She
Yeah.
could see that you couldn't get the letters together, or you were turning them around, or they were upside
Couldn't
down.
get the letters together.
You know.
I thought I was spelling quite well. I can read this. Looking at what are you
But
talking
nobody
about?
else can. Yeah, nobody else can.
Okay.
But no, there's nothing wrong. It's just that's the point. You know, once you know, okay, right. So this is what happens.
I passed. So you guys go.
You did it.
Yeah, I passed.
Yeah, exactly.
There was one day let me not even. I passed.
So what was the typical one? Neurotypical.
Neurotypical.
So what's that?
Like you're not on the spectrum.
Not
or
on
what?
the spectrum.
But I don't think that's possible.
I mean, technically, you're on the spectrum, though, isn't it?
Everyone is, I think.
If you're
I personally
neurotypical,
think.
you're still on the spectrum.
People won't have it, but it's a moot point at the moment. It's a moot point because it's really. I mean, I've never seen anything like this.
It's like a pH7 balanced, isn't it?
Yeah. Working in it for 15 years, 12, 15 years, never seen anything like what's going on now. And people will say, well, there's more awareness, we've got greater tools, we can identify. Of course, all of that, but people, it's not new.
Yeah.
It's always been around.
Yeah, so it's been there, yeah.
It's been there forever.
And is it more common in boys though? Because
They used to think so. That used to be the common parlance. It only was for boys. But you'd be amazed now at the number of women that are being diagnosed with both. I'm really amazed. In the last 3 years, that's been massive, the number of women that are going up for diagnosis.
Yeah.
Both autism and ADHD.
Yeah.
Do you think like there's a part of being diagnosed and then thinking, okay, well now I'm just gonna lean into that? Because I
self-fulfilling
think
prophecy.
a lot of people might have had ADHD. Like for example, Fred saying, I'm just gonna finish the same time as everybody else.
Exactly.
So now there's not another person who's now been labelled as ADHD. He's just now neurotypical.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you think there's some?
Yeah. It's a real moot point that. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of there's a lot of encouragement by the communities to sort of own the ADHD, but I really liked it when you said nah, I'm not going to do that, and you pushed yourself the extra mile, didn't you? You were able to. I understand there are some people that can't. Some people are genuinely disabled with this. All right.
Yeah.
They genuinely are they can't function well in the world. But there's a lot of people that can function well, but it's more difficult for them to function. There's more challenges, okay? But they do have good brains. They are able to manage to a certain level. So I think it's got to work its way through. I think it has to work its way through.
I do self-suppression.
You do self-suppression?
Yeah, I don't take drugs, but I know how to suppress things. But my wife will have a different, what's the word? She sees me differently than everyone else gets to.
Yeah. And there's the problem.
Well, I should show everybody.
I don't think we're ready for that.
There's the problem, isn't it? But yeah, she sees you differently. She will experience you differently.
She'll just see when I'm stimming. I'd never noticed it before.
But she saw it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. Is that what I'm doing? But I just knew to not do that outside.
Funny.
Yeah.
So you've pretended. You've basically managed yourself really well in the outside world.
She's shouting. But because I never noticed it, I never knew that's what I was doing.
Shouting.
Yeah.
Loud voice. Monotone talking like
Just
that.
saying random things, not to myself,
Out.
but out loud. So it is to myself.
Yeah. It's definitely to
But
yourself.
I'm not,
Because you're not talking to her.
But I'm not talking to myself.
No, you know, you're externally.
You're talking to yourself, bro. But I don't think talking to yourself is crazy, though.
He's not talking to himself. He's externally processing. You're getting it out of your head to make sense of it.
Yeah. That seems like a conversation between him and him.
That's exactly what it is between him and him.
Talking
That's
to
it.
him.
At least it's between you and not you and
And David.
If I have to ask you, who the fuck is David?
I'm out of here.
Nah, that's a problem. That is a problem.
How do you three know each other?
School area.
Yeah.
Area. So
Grew up
we're
in
all
the
lads
same
from the same.
building.
Yeah, because you're all very accepting of. You're able to talk about your.
Yeah. But the funny thing, when you first said it was not like within like some months. But I remember when you first said it, I was like, I don't even know what that is. But because you said that Yasmin sees you do that. And I was like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But again, you obviously, as you said, like she sees you in a different way. At home, it's going to be very different. But I was like, I've never even heard of stimming. I don't even know what that is.
I've seen you do it once. Afro Nation.
Afro Nation. Is that stimming? I'm so happy. Yeah. Okay. Fair dues. So is it excitement basically?
No, it's stress control, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
right.
anxiety. It's anxiety management, really.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that.
It's true.
Okay. That's fair dues.
Yeah,
So if somebody, let's say someone's hearing this conversation right now, right? I hope someone's hearing this. Otherwise,
we hope somebody's listening.
why are we here? But someone's listening to this right now. If they don't feel like anything is wrong with them, should they get diagnosed?
No, Diagnosis is a completely personal choice. Why do you need to get diagnosed?
Yeah.
It's completely up to you. You can. I have loads of people who are self-referred coming in and saying, I've probably got ADHD, but I can't be.
Yeah.
That's where we're getting to now. All right. Not everybody needs to get diagnosed.
Yes.
Some people really like to get diagnosed. It helps them feel. It validates them.
Yeah.
It validates their experience.
Yeah.
And the pain of their experience, the trauma that may have come with a lot of the times when they've just not been accepted or felt ashamed of themselves. So it validates their experience. But not everybody needs to go through that.
Yeah. I agree.
I think that the internet, when a new person comes online and says this is a symptom of ADHD, I'm like, I do that. Like so now I just think I must have it, but I don't need somebody to tell me that I've got ADHD. I just kind of live with it. Like the other day I was doing the dishes, I washed something, and then my wife asked me to do something, and I left
the dishes. Yeah.
Like,
Priorities,
but like with the soap on it.
Yeah.
And then I never came back to it.
he left his luggage.
Yes.
When we was going, where was we going?
Yeah.
We was going on holiday. He left his luggage on the other side of security.
On the other side.
Walking through. Thinking he's traveling light.
But I just think I'm forgetful.
Yeah.
So you are. I mean, those things, anybody can do that.
Yeah. That's the thing,
Yeah, it just happens to be a bit more.
I would like to...
watched him walk off.
Yeah, he's thinking, wow.
Who's going to bring it
things?
He wasn't even thinking.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd ever get diagnosed.
Remember that yesterday we had a guest on, and I brought up something that I saw on the internet where the person said they don't have any thoughts in their brain when they're silent. So it's like, for example, the example they gave was that they're in a restaurant and there's no conversation happening. All is in their head is like the clinking of the fork and stuff like that. Have you ever come across anything like that before?
No, what was going on with
They just don't have any thoughts outside of what's actually happening.
what's actually happening in the present?
In the present. Like if there's nothing going on, they have no like, oh, what am I doing tomorrow? What should I wear? Like they don't have no...
I mean, it's so hard to replicate mentally because something different is going on in everyone's head. So it's like to replicate what they're telling you is happening in their head is impossible.
So they're just completely and utterly in the moment.
In the moment.
But all right, the clinking of but they must be thinking about what they're eating.
Surely.
I don't know.
There's got to be something going on.
Yeah.
I think that's rich people problems, man.
What?
I'll be thinking about the bill. I'll be thinking about how much is that? Like, you'll be thinking about something else.
She ordered another drink.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What should I say next?
Oh, what shall I say next? Yeah,
Early dating stages. What should I say next?
That's a tough one for
You don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, I've probably spoken my way out.
That's why I'm silent sometimes at home.
Is it?
Because I don't want to mess things up. Things are going well right now.
I'd rather
just be silent.
Yeah. You're set up for sex later on.
Oh,
It's
forget
all
it.
happening.
It's
all
Forget it.
It's all smooth.
I'd rather ruin it up there than down here now. Well, I try to mess it up early. Let's go to penalties. Let's go to penalties, baby. See what happens upstairs.
How important is have you, like, for example, like what do you feel? How am I trying to word
How
this?
important is sex in a relationship? Is that what?
Not even how important, because it's very important. Very important.
Depends.
Okay.
Depends. It depends. If people aren't having sex, but both of them are happy not having sex, it's not a problem. All right?
I think that's a big problem if we're happy not having sex. If me and you are both happy, we're not having sex.
No, but you might not be into sex. You as a person, you are.
Yeah.
That's why it seems
It's no good
far-fetched
for you.
to
But if so, for example, I'm a couple therapist and I'm a psychosexual therapist.
Okay.
So if a couple are in the room, sex is in the room, all right, or some sort of intimacy is in the room.
Yeah.
But there are couples that have agreed. They're not. They just they've got to the point where they don't want sex. That's fine, and they're happy with that. Then you've got the whole other side of things where people are negotiating sex outside of the relationship. But go on, what were you going to ask? What were you going to ask?
He wants to know how to get to that stage.
No. You never put that on me. So I think just to say, okay, like how often is sex an issue with the couples that you get in? Like does sex, like on the list of, all right, this is a constant issue. How high is sex up there?
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Or is it like a byproduct?
No, it's quite interesting. It's difficult to say that. Most people come in. So if you think about it, most people are coming in some sort of crisis.
Yeah.
All right? They've got to a place where...
They said they need help.
They need help.
Yeah.
They're probably not having much sex.
Yeah.
All right? Because they've got to that place. Now, other people are coming in and they actually want to work through something and they're probably having, sex as often as they want it.
Yeah.
But so it's a bit difficult to answer because when people are coming in a bad place, they may have stopped having sex. They may have stopped being together. They may have stopped sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah.
Their intimacy levels are low. They've dropped down because their communication levels have dropped down. And so I'd say if you've got a couple in crisis, then you've got an issue around intimacy as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're not coming in because the lack of sex was the first. Do you know what I mean? Like
Not
that started
often.
off.
Sometimes, but not the main thing. Yeah, of course you can have that where they've got different sexual appetites and it's become a problem. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But in the main, no, not currently. Not currently in the practice. But the practice changes all the time. You know, I only do short-term work, so people are in and out in 12 weeks. 12 sessions.
Yeah.
So I do short-term work in the present, current, trying to get people recognizing patterns, getting them back out of crisis and with new tools.
So if someone's sexual appetite changed,
Yes.
would you have advice, or how would you navigate that one?
Yeah, that's a really good one to navigate. Yesterday I had to do an interview about this, and it wasn't exactly about young people and their sexual appetites changing. It was about decades and ages and how sexual appetites change through the aging process. Okay, and you start your aging from your 20s, and how sex changes. How sex and having sex changes, and the frequency of sex, and the difficulties of having sex. So around periods, women may not want sex. Around having babies, after having babies, there's postnatal depression. Then when they go into perimenopause, very difficult. You're not there yet. You've got all that joy to come. Perimenopause, and so it's a challenge all the way through.
Yeah.
Again, I hate to say it, but somehow you've got to communicate this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult to communicate. It might be very scary to communicate.
Yeah.
To sort of actually have that honest conversation around intimacy. But it's so, you'd be surprised. It's so meaningful if you can bring yourselves to mention it. Sometimes it's just a really hard thing to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't want sex as often as I did. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Nothing wrong with you. It's just I've changed a bit. How do we manage this? How do we work around it? How do we have sex differently? This is a whole negotiation, and it will carry on throughout your lives.
That's a big conversation.
Yeah, and it will carry on, as throughout your lives.
But how do you feel? How do you give someone the platform to be honest?
It's safe space, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's whether if you've got a couple in, of course they have to trust that I will keep a safe space.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is to do with that therapeutic space. They've come there, they're willing, they want to be able to unload and to talk. And they haven't got themselves to a place where they can do it. It's become too scary to do it together.
Yeah.
So it's creating that space, really.
I would wonder how to create it in the house, because you might be expensive. So not everybody is gonna want to pay. But like, for example, let's say for us, right?
Yeah.
If we see that, all right, we're not having sex as much as we would like to.
Yeah.
Sometimes we might take it like, oh, she doesn't want us anymore, or she doesn't want me right now. I don't feel sexy, whatever. And she might feel like exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
She might feel like basically, oh, I don't actually want to have sex as much as I did.
Or I want it differently.
Right, but if I ask her, why aren't we having sex? She might not feel like she can tell me that.
Yeah.
Because she feels like what she's saying is you're not sexy anymore.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's the way I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you would take it. So how do you do that in the house? I hate to say this, I turn into a bit of a witch around this, but I do talk about these sort of creating an intimate night at home. All right, not sex, an intimate night. I do talk about this. You put the candles on, you sit down. We're going to have a chat. We're just going to hang out together, not in our clothes. You know, not.
Yeah, not in our clothes. I like that.
If I light a candle, if I get the candles out.
But the point of it is, the kids are asleep, and you've created an intimate space, and in that, conversation does happen.
Right.
Okay, because you have intended it to happen.
Yeah.
You're not just sitting awkwardly on the sofa, not looking at each other. You're actually creating a bit of a space that becomes a safe space because you keep doing it. It becomes a safe space, and that's where you can actually start to tackle things that might be feeling really, really difficult to manage outside. But you've got to create that safe space, a bit like the therapy room. You know, you've got to create a space where you both feel relaxed enough to be able to go in and say, okay, let's think about this. I noticed that didn't work. You know, what should we do? Should we change that? How's that gonna? What's going on?
Yeah.
That type of conversation goes ever such a long way to keeping a sex life healthy and happy.
Yeah, it does, for sure.
Have you ever been dragged into a divorce settlement?
Yes, I have. Damn.
More than once?
Damn. I've seen lots of nasty divorces. Damn.
So what's your role in the...
I don't do it. I don't.
Okay.
As soon as I know that... First of all, I only work short term. And as soon as it's been decided that I will refer on. I'll refer on to mediators. I'll refer on to, if they want to go to lawyers, which is, you know...
Yeah.
What's the point? But that's not what I do. I don't mediate. So I'm really clear about that.
You don't want the tense
Yeah,
ones.
once you decide you're going to separate, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
you don't need me anymore.
Yeah, a final session with the couple, and then they go off and do whatever they have to do with people whose skill set suits that. That's not my skill set. You know, my skill set is relationships and seeing how to get them to reconnect if possible. Or if not, separate, but the separation bit is not mine.
Yeah.
There's a lot talking about this conscious uncoupling.
Right.
Yeah, and that's
heard the
cool.
term.
It's really cool if it can happen. But
It's like when they live together but they're broken up. That one. Or
no, it's when they decide to separate kindly. Okay, Gwyneth Paltrow and the guy from Coldplay, what's his name? They wrote the book on this conscious uncoupling. And it's fine if both people agree, but what you've normally got with a separation is that one person is still half in and the other one's out. Okay, and it's really hard. It's really hard to navigate because one person is possibly still very hurt and so is still very emotionally tied up, and so it's quite difficult to get that balance. But good mediators will find that.
Do you think it's healthy to be friends with your exes?
I actually, yes. I'm an advocate of it. As long as they've, as long as it's been a healthy relationship, why not? You know, if you were friends and it was healthy, but you decided that it just didn't work, why not? And people have to be friends if they've got kids.
Oh yeah, that's different.
Do you know? They have to be. But it really depends. When you say exes, I'm talking about an ex that might have been an important part of your life, and you've sort of, you're friends. Probably you can't be friends when you break up because it's too hurtful. But who's to say you can't go back to sort of knowing that person's around?
I avoid it.
You avoid it. Well, it can be complicated.
It's just it's like
It's complicated. Yeah.
it's weird though because I did think about it the other day. Like my ex I was with for 5 years. It's like I've seen her once since, and it's like it's so random because I think I was listening to a podcast, shout out Poet, and he was talking about how can you not speak to somebody after you spent so much time with them and now you just don't speak to them anymore. I was thinking, it's very easy.
But also it depends on, it depends on the level of acrimony or bad behaviour or nastiness or what was left at that relationship.
It was nothing. Like we actually just grew apart. That's why I always have to disagree with the drifting because we just grew apart, wanting different things in life.
But how would you respond to in a session someone saying, I didn't disclose that I was still friends with my ex?
Why not?
Why not?
Why didn't you disclose
Yeah,
that?
why didn't you disclose? Yeah.
Okay, why?
Yeah, then they have to have a good
They have
reason
to
for
say,
that.
yeah. And the only reason is I didn't think you was going to be all right with
itself
it.
is a great question. Yeah, that's a great thing. I didn't disclose. I was trying. Okay, well, why not? What
Yeah.
are the reasons? What's going on with you that you weren't confident enough or able enough to be able to disclose?
You felt you were doing something bad.
Yeah. I think that's the toughest question you can ask somebody. Like in human,
Which one?
Why?
why?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
I think why is a very tough question.
Because it forces you to really think about.
Yeah, it does.
About your own reactions and responses in the moment,
Yeah.
and not everybody does that.
Yeah. What, who, when, all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, that's easy. And I look at even like my children, if I look at my daughter, if I say, oh, what did you do? She can be like, he did da. When I say, why did you do that? She's almost like silent because she's thinking, shit.
Yeah, why?
All right, well, I hope she's not thinking shit, but like, she's like, I have to explain myself now. And now I have to think about what I did.
And I don't understand.
And I
really
don't,
why I did it.
yeah, but I just felt to do it, yeah.
Adults will be like that. I don't
Yeah,
really
everyone.
understand why I did it. Okay, let's unpack that. What's going on? How does it make the other one feel? Let's unpack it. What happened there? Why? What is it about you
Yeah,
that
why
you
is
can't
tough?
share?
But is it a problem? Like, it's just because a problem. Like, as in, like, I did this just because I wanted to. Like, I feel like I want this way because I like it. Like, there's no like.
It's a
actual
cop-out.
reason.
That's a cop out. That's a cop out.
How's it a
That's a
cop-out?
We're
cop
talking
out.
about self-awareness. We're
Yeah.
talking about, growing.
Yeah.
We talk about development, self-development, all right? And so the why question is forcing you to think about why.
Yeah, just because
Okay,
blocks
so
off everything.
Self-development stops.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
It's just
because it's, I don't want any more
I'm
questions.
not interested
Let's
in
finish
that
the
at
interview.
moment.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that
Yeah.
at the moment. Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
And that's,
Is it
that's
toxic?
fair. Toxic?
Yeah,
What?
just because
Toxic. It's like,
one of them buzzwords.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't like it.
I like that. I like that.
Like it.
No buzzwords. Narcissism. How often are you dealing with that? I feel like that's a buzzword right now. He's a narcissist, or well, that's when I tend to hear it. I don't really hear she's a narcissist that much.
But yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one, narcissist.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're working in the neurodivergent community, some of the behaviours can be described or can be associated with narcissism, and it isn't.
Yeah.
So
I see it on Love on the Spectrum. That show,
Yes.
yeah, because I see it and I'm like, if he was on this show, they would see him as a narcissist.
That's
yeah.
right, exactly. And so I've got a lot of empathy for, obviously, clients, neurodivergent clients, and so I don't often have narcissists in the room.
Right.
I'd like to think about it in different ways.
Right.
Think about it in a different way.
Got you.
It's another buzzword. Which,
Yeah, misogyny isn't a buzzword, but
no, misogyny.
I showed my wife that misandry is also a word because she didn't know that was a word. So I don't know if many women know, but there's misandrists out there.
Misandrists, really? Get off.
Misandrists out there.
Be quiet.
Hey,
Got me.
real spiel, man. You think they can?
That dyslexia coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
Creating words.
You think there can only be misogyny? Well, hey, equal and opposite. For every action, there's an equal and opposite.
Reaction,
Yeah, who's
yeah.
that?
That's that brain. That's that brain. Yeah, it looks like that.
I don't know who did Newton or Isaac. Who said that one?
Newton or Isaac?
Newton or Isaac.
Newton.
Crazy. Newton or Isaac. Wow. You're lucky we've been cooking today. You're lucky we've been cooking today. I don't feel that way, but that's crazy. Newton or Isaac is crazy.
What was it him?
Who? Isaac Newton?
Yeah, well, that said that.
I don't even know.
Equal and opposite.
I don't know.
Check it out. I can't remember. My brain's baffled now.
Yeah. So how do you when is your job done?
Oh no, I'm
Because
very-
you're not doing something which is like physically exhausting. Well, actually, maybe it is.
Yeah, it is.
Because mentally, for sure.
Yeah.
And you can have a long day even if you're sitting down and you're just talking to people.
That's right.
That's a lot. You're taking on a lot of baggage.
Yeah.
You're taking and
I'm-
where do you dump?
Oh, get my words out.
Yeah.
So supervision, is obligatory if you work and I have a lot of it, so that's where I dump.
Right.
Therapy, if I'm in, I go in and out of therapy. You know, sometimes I'm in, sometimes I'm out. It just depends. I don't necessarily believe in being in for years on end.
Right.
So those two places really.
Okay.
But I don't take a lot home.
Okay.
I'm very experienced and well trained, and I don't take a lot home.
Yeah.
And in the main, a lot of my clients, I'm not working at the cutting edge of.
I'm
not working at the cutting edge of real mental health issues, and my heart goes out to people who are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now people can. You know, I'm seeing people who can afford me, so it's not at the cutting edge. I do work for a charity. I do for an ADHD charity. And I do quite a lot of work with them, and that's great. That's coalface, that's proper. So I do. It's not that I'm completely in an ivory tower at all.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't. I can take. That's it. I'm going home now. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's necessary for your job.
Yeah. I've always said if I was to ever go back and study, it would be to do like therapy, because I feel like I like to listen and talk to people. Do you know what I mean? So, but that's when I kind of feel like. When do you finish that job? Because there's always a job to be done.
That's the attraction of it, isn't it? Because you're constantly. I mean, look at me with the neurodivergence.
Yeah.
That was a whole new learning curve. Still is. You know, there's a whole new learning curve now. Modern relationships, whole new learning curve. There's new rules out there. There's new types of relationships. There's new stuff going on. There's always something new.
Yeah.
And I like that. That keeps me keeps me interested.
Yeah.
With the modern relationships, what is it that you're seeing that is like completely different? Is it just solely just the boom of the internet that's affecting modern relationships, or is it other
There's
things?
a few things. Definitely social media, shocking impact on because it destroys trust. And that, you know, relationships are really somewhere that you need to be able to get in touch with trust. And without it, relationships have being redefined. They can either be completely without rules or too many rules. There's like a polarizing going on around relationships, I think. There's a lot of issues around the gender equality, because that's throwing up different models of relationships, different ideas of marriage, different ideas. You've got the lack of commitment, the situationships, all of those sort of they're slightly vague definitions of a relationship, which can be quite hurtful and quite damaging for some, not everyone. Some people are fine, but you've got a whole new arena of options and choices, and I'm not sure that's always a healthy thing, but we've got it. We've got it, and you've got to work your way through it and think about, you know, how do you create consistent, kind, safe spaces for people, because everybody wants to be in a relationship. Underneath it all, most people, not everyone, most people want to be in a relationship. That's what I'm hearing all the time. And people don't leave relationships easily. They don't leave easily. They really don't.
True.
They don't.
Yeah.
So as a as a species, as a tribe, we're sort of social animals, aren't we? That's what we do.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do.
But we've got now we've got AI. You know, relationships with AI bots, which I don't even want to go into. I don't even want to go into AI creations. And
that to me is insane. Like,
well, but it's here.
Yeah. It needs to stop. I personally think, because I don't understand that. Like,
but
I
it's
just don't
without
understand
challenge,
it.
And especially, you know, the conversation we had earlier about young men. Okay, it's easy. It's much easier, isn't it? They're not being challenged. They can't go wrong. They can't make mistakes. They can't be. Well, they think they can't be recorded or whatever. That's it, isn't it? It's relationships without challenge. It's relationships, false basis of relationships.
It's manipulation.
Unconditional, and that's not an adult relationship.
No.
So we've got that as well. So modern relationships are really, they're on the move, they're changing, they're moving.
Yeah.
What would you do if somebody actually came to you and said, I'm having a problem in my relationship, and it was with an AI bot?
First of all, I'd have to do some research.
You'll take his money.
Would you take his money?
I'm taking his
That's
money.
what I want to know. Would you take his money?
She didn't say no. She didn't say I would refuse him.
What I haven't had is an AI bot as a third in a relationship. That'd be interesting.
That would be
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's coming.
Oh yeah.
That is definitely
I gotta
coming.
get my thinking cap.
Yeah, because the way my wife uses ChatGPT, I'm starting to get annoyed. Like, it's like, oh, let's check. Why do we need to check that? Like, before this, we made the decision.
I have to say, somebody was telling me recently that their partner just chats away to ChatGPT all day, getting answers, having conversations with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never really imagined that, but that's what's going on.
That's
so
exactly
is
what's
that
going
the
on.
happening.
third in the relationship?
100%. Right now it is.
Isn't it?
Everything, like, my son fell the other day and she said, should we ask Chat if we should take him to the hospital? I said, let's look at him
Yeah. Let's assess him ourselves.
and see if he needs to go.
Oh, good God.
Yeah. It's getting to that point.
Yeah, so we've got all that coming next, haven't we? We've got all that. But it's never a dull day, is it?
No.
As a mental therapist, working with relationships, never a dull day.
Can I ask you something? Because I'm thinking about who's listening. If someone's in an on and off relationship, which we see that a lot, people stay in these relationships, they're on and off, they don't want to go to a new partner, they stay in something. What do you...
What's the off bit? They just...
The off just might be like, I don't know, we argued, so therefore we're not together, but we still know that we're kind of together, if that makes sense.
Right.
Do you deal with that at all?
Yeah, well, it's lack of commitment, isn't it? It's not being... Yeah, and I have had... Yeah, you get relationships that go through phases like that, okay?
Yeah.
While they're in the phase of not really knowing.
Yeah.
But who's that serving? Is that really providing a safe base for anybody? You know, it's lack of commitment. It's that final not tying yourself down. It's best of both worlds or not.
Yeah.
Because you're not really getting the sustenance of a mutuality,
Yeah.
of something you're creating together, because there's always going to be limitations if you're off, on.
Yeah.
You're not doing it properly. So
Yeah.
I think that's another thing that's going on, isn't it? Off, on, off, on. I don't know. Some people might be happy with that. Again, it does come down to how both feel about it.
Yeah.
Maybe that suits them both. And then we'd be looking at all right, where do they come from? What are they looking for? What are their styles of attachment? What do they want? What's that? You know, we'd be looking at that then.
Yeah.
You might not have the answer, but have you, with couples that like break up and get back together,
Yeah.
what's the sort of success rate of that? Do you think is advisable to...
Do you know what? I think if they do the work, it's no bad thing. They might have to break up, especially long-term couples. They might have to break up and go their separate ways in order to come back together again. And it might not be a breakup, but it might be that they take some space, a year apart from each other or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I've seen longer. My friend's parents divorced more than a year apart, got back together, but broke up again.
They broke up again.
That's like Sierra's parents
But
as
maybe
well.
they-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
But I don't know if they
They're
broke
back.
up again.
I don't know
Yeah.
if they broke up again.
Yeah,
There's
they're
a
back.
difference. You've got to do the work. You've got to understand why you got to breaking point, and then want to come back and not get there again. You have to know that, otherwise there's not much chance. It's like affairs. You know, affair can be a new beginning for a couple. Right? Why did it happen? Again, my question: why?
I think there's an answer for that. I think an affair is easy to answer to.
An affair is crazy,
It's easy
man.
to answer to, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't
you
paying
know
me
why
much
you had the
attention.
affair, yeah.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
enough sex.
There's always a reason for it.
And there's
yeah.
again, it's always the couple.
No,
okay?
a one-night stand is harder to answer for than an affair.
That's the thing. That was my question earlier on. What's infidelity? Is a one-night stand infidelity?
It is. It is.
It is.
It is.
It is. If it's
It is.
say that again.
It is.
It is.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I've got loads of questions, but I know we don't have loads and loads of time. But just yourself, I mean, do you find that like, I guess, how have you found yourself as a person? Like, now that you know all that you know,
Yeah.
how are you?
Oh, that's a good question. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite hard now.
Yeah?
It's quite hard now because I do know a lot, but in a way, do you know, that makes me really very.
Intimidating. Yeah.
It actually makes me really easygoing.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I understand there's got to be an acceptance, and I'm very good. I'm really good at talking about stuff.
Yeah, see?
So-
It reminds me of those people that know that I could kill everyone in this room if I wanted to. But I'm choosing not to. I'm sparing you, basically. Do you know what I mean? Because if you say, you know, men, there's going to be men that are intimidated by women, whether because they earn, and especially women that are smart and intelligent, and you're well learned, you know?
Well learned.
So,
well experienced, definitely.
You know, I would imagine that must be quite difficult.
It can be, It
and some people say, stop all that Jedi mind twist
that you're always doing.
Stop reading my mind.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't do it in a relationship because there's something that you can't do. If you're at home, I can't be at work at home.
Yeah.
I can't. That doesn't work for me. I can't not know what I know, but I don't have to use it in an authoritarian or I don't have to use it.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So in a way it makes me quite accepting. It makes me quite easygoing.
Right.
It makes me quite
that makes sense. Because you know, I know why you're acting like this. I don't need to now also
What should anybody in a relationship do right now after they finish listening to this? As we go home, what should you do?
prioritize it.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Prioritize it. Remember that that is the base from which you're working. Prioritize it. And if it's not good, and if it's not good, get some help.
Where would you guys say your couple ranks currently? Couple, work, yourself personally, family.
Okay. I get what you mean.
It might be third right now. We might be third. Yeah, I'd say probably son, house, us right now.
Where do you rank?
What do you mean?
Personally?
Personally? In which way? What do you mean?
Just you, as an individual.
I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know why, right? Where's yours?
Couple wise, probably I would say maybe I'll say maybe third, fourth. It'll probably be, right now I'm doing work on the house, so that's up there. Then there's work. I might say before the kids are in a good space right now. It's quite easy. It's just nursery run, school run, pick them up, homework, whatever. So maybe it might be third, and then maybe the kids aren't below, but they're not. They're not like, there's no mad. We're kind of there. You'd have to answer what you mean by where you put yourself.
So where do you prioritize yourself? So like I said with the holiday, could you go on holiday by yourself and do just you?
Okay.
I hear you. Like a woman going to do her nails and that's her time.
I'm pretty much up there. Driving is big for me. So the more I drive, when I'm driving cars, I'm really, really happy.
Well, you say pretty much up there.
Yeah.
Couple is third, so are you first or second?
No. I'm all right. But to me doing those things is also me looking after me. I don't know how to describe that, but when I'm doing this garage conversion, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, this is something I wanted to do for ages.
Yeah.
So like to me, that's kind of a me thing. Because it's not her thing. That's for damn sure. If it is, then she needs to cough up some money. Do you know what I mean?
It's your thing.
Yeah. So to me, I'm in every single rung
bit of it.
If that makes sense. Because to
That's
me,
a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
In it all the way through.
Yeah. Good escape, safe.
You need space for you.
No, I thought that holiday thing this morning. Would I be able to do it?
What, go on holiday?
Because then it's the question of, okay, I've sent her on a holiday, but she took the baby. So if I want one, does that mean I have to take the baby? How does it?
I think you need to, but
then is she getting the same space, freedom and peace that I get when she goes?
No, if you don't take the baby, she's not getting the same
baby
thing,
innit? But then I don't get the peace that I thought about in my head.
But
Then you don't want to leave the country.
You're better off sending her. Yeah. And maybe you send her somewhere and then you go
keep
somewhere.
the baby.
No.
So where's the baby?
She with the baby.
Why?
And then he can go somewhere while she's gone.
The problem is she's got the baby.
Yeah, but I think there's less upset if you sent her somewhere.
That is crazy. Are you mad? Tell him. This
how's
is
that
crazy. Send her somewhere with the baby and you go on holiday.
No, that would go down like a lead balloon.
That is crazy. Are you mad?
So I send her and the baby to Dubai and I go Hong Kong.
I don't think you get away with that. What? I think
Are you
I
crazy?
think that'd be a
How?
lot of negotiation.
Why? First thing I'm saying is you take the baby. You're clearly free.
What do you mean? Who take the baby?
It's like, I would say you take the baby. You're crazy. Could she do that to you?
I'm going Hong Kong.
You're going Hong
Bring
Kong.
the baby.
I go on holiday with the baby. No way, take the baby Hong Kong. Baby's been Dubai already. Go Hong Kong. That's crazy.
I thought that sounded fair.
Yeah, that's when you're not being silent and walking out the house. Don't want to talk about it.
That was all right.
They're crazy.
I thought that was compromise.
She said a lead. What did you say now? I'm going to like a lead.
Lead balloon.
Lead balloon. Lead balloon.
I thought that was
That's going
Now, all right, well, I'm taking that on board.
Nah, bro.
We'll go home with that idea.
Yeah, you can't escape. That's amazing. Is there anywhere that people can obviously understand more about your services, where to find you or
Just
whatever?
on the web, I've got an Instagram, Karen Doherty Coaching. Instagram,
Okay.
TikTok, and a website. There's loads of stuff on the website.
Yes.
Lots of written stuff on the website, all about ND and relationships and everything. So that's helpful.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you.
Amazing.
Webinars.
Oh, and I do webinars.
Yeah.
I do live webinars as well.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
And I
Q&A.
do live Q&As
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, I love that. I love
I do
Go,
those
is that, we good now?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
I do webinars, live webinars and live Q&As.
Nice.
Amazing.
People can get, if they go on to the socials, there's links for them and we do them. Yeah,
Would you do it live on YouTube?
not sure about that. Not sure on that. What would I, Ali?
Pending.
We'll produce it.
That's where I was getting with it.
Pending.
We've got the
pending.
facilities if you ever need that.
That would be good.
Pending. Ellie's over there.
Yeah.
Mind wearing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, yeah, thank you, Cam, for coming.
Thank
I
you.
think that
Thank
was
you so much.
I hope
Really
you
helpful.
enjoyed it. Have you
Oh,
been
yeah.
good?
No, lovely. I think you need
Loved
to
it.
sit with our wives at some point.
Yes.
And get
No,
the
I
other side.
definitely think that,
Definitely.
yeah.
Get the other side. Perfect. Yeah, other than that, you know the theory, bro.
Nice, baby, crazy.
Cool.